All right. Welcome, everybody. It's our 8th session of the Red Storm Rising's campaign adventure that's titled The Foulest of Spirits. And it's designed by Gooey Cube and presented by the Greater Mulemaster Beholder Corps, where we hope your minds will be opened by wonder. And as always, playing today are my cat Gandalf, as he's standing here in my way. And we'll get him out of the way here. But we have Zane and Mark.
Hi.
Lee.
Yes.
The Mighty Trey.
I.
Oh, there we go.
Dang mute button.
And Chris.
Huzzah!
With the kids in the background doing photo ops.
Yep.
And I'm Casey, better known as the Emissary of the Great Mother. And we are ready to begin. So, my aberrations, I ask you. You ready?
I.
Aye. Well, as we've heard before, this ain't called Dungeons and Dragons. It's called Hogyards and Hillbillies. Was it Barnyards and Hillbillies? I thought it was Hogyards and Hillbillies. Well, anyway.
It's H&H.
There's 3 teeth among all of them.
Or if you like B-rated horror flicks, you'll love this session. Last one's pretty good. Here's part 2.
Yep.
Where's the wall of hanging chainsaws?
We need to hide behind those, right? Right. Oh.
Quick,
Well-
let's hide in that creepy basement.
Yes. Well, there's a lot of creepy things here, and it just getting creepier, which is good because it's October, and it just needs to keep getting creepier because we got something fun coming. All right, well, we're going to start with a little story time tonight, and then we'll proceed into our adventure. But oh, look, there it is. Hey, Trey. Yeah, cool. All right. This chapter for story is more of the story of creation from the Cyclopedia of Zyathica, Chapter 1, and it's called The Rise of Life. And you may have remembered the last time we talked about the creation of Avova, and then he slumbered, but there were 4 minor sparks of energy that spelled a mystery. And so we continue from there. And it came to pass that the gods spread their influence to the ends of creation, and to guide that which they had been given dominion over as they saw fit. And on Zyathe, the mortal races gave worship to the gods and obeyed their deities. In time, the races that lived upon the life world discovered that, in giving offerings and prayers to the gods, powers were gained. Thus were the religions of Zyathe established, and grand temples were raised in communities around the world to honor the mighty deities. And the gods looked down upon their gathering flocks and were pleased, as mortal worship also suffused them with power. And thus the gods granted favor to their worshippers and gave gifts of mystic forces to their priests. And this, in turn, gave some gods eminence with certain groups of mortals, while other gods received supplication from different groups according to the ways in which these mortals lived their lives. And in the years that followed, the gods gifted their charges with knowledge and wisdom, and they quested for greater understanding. The mortal races began to master the Zyanthus, and to channel the flow, and to use it to their benefit. In their learnings, the mortals discovered that the flow was in fact not 1, but 3 forces, woven together to shape a greater whole, a trio of powers that seemingly worked together to give life and substance to all things. And as they used the Zyanthus to influence the world around them, magic was born. So in time, the communities became greater places of congregation, and towns and cities were formed, and governments were created to oversee those settlements and to protect the people. And this in turn saw many stop their evil practices as more lawful and charitable societies were established. As time progressed, the gods of evil were reduced in stature as the worshippers of the gods of goodness and neutrality prospered. And the creation of ever greater and more complex communities required laws and rules and compromise, as well as higher standards of morality and integrity. And these were antithetical to the teachings of the evil gods. So, as a result, those individuals and races that had a bent toward evil were often driven away from the new centers of society, banished to live hard lives as outcasts due to their predilections, and many of them died, and the gods of evil felt the decline in their powers due to the losses of their worshippers. And thus, the seeds of conflict were sown. Then the races that worshipped the gods of evil beseeched their gods for vengeance against those who had wronged them, and their gods heard their cries, and their anger burned and deepened in their hearts. But their wrath was stayed, as the gods of evil knew that they had not the power to defeat both the gods of good and the gods of neutrality. And so for a time across most of Ziothe there was peace and prosperity. The humanoid races bonded in fellowship with one another to form ever-expanding civilizations, and they pursued wisdom and knowledge and used the gifts the gods had given them to mold their lands to their liking, and they shaped the Everflow to their gain and did many wondrous things. All seemed well and good. Yet amongst the purity of the Maker's creation festered a wretched impureness. Deep within the Everflow, a twisted and terrible thing existed, a defilement that had gone unnoticed since it had been placed there long, long ago. The small current of unadulterated foolishness which had been embedded in the Xanthus, not foolishness, unadulterated foulness, which had been embedded in the Xanthus by the four lords of corruption, pushed deep within the flow as venom running through the veins of a doomed man. And the gods of magic found it first. Goddess of light magic, and Pharaoni, god of raw magic, and Shahada, god of dark magic. These then shared their discovery with the other gods in their respective deific realms. And without knowledge, the properties of this new aspect of the Everflow, the three gods of magic began to test and probe it, seeking to learn its purpose. But no matter how they tried, no matter what magical employments they enjoyed, they were fouled in their attempt to do so. It was then the whispers began. The dawning of strife. Dark torches of deeply malevolent thoughts slowly began to seep from the flow to haunt the dreams of the gods, afflicting their minds. For some, the vile mutterings had no effort and ceased shortly after beginning. But others were moved by their influence. The gods of evil, already enraged at the treatment of their peoples, were particularly susceptible to the seductive voices, and their hatred was deepened, and their desire for revenge grew within their hearts, and so they began to withdraw from their godly brothers and sisters. And as the evil gods secluded themselves, and whispers grew in intensity, even as their worshippers continued to decline and their powers further diminished, it was then that the anger of the gods of evil finally overflowed. And in the shadows of quiet places of the abyss, they began to plot and scheme and to determine ways to regain their former place and stature, and to exact vengeance against the perceived wrongs that had been inflicted upon them by the gods of neutrality and goodness. And their plans were dire, and they began to craft all manner of strategies and war plans that might provide a chance at victory over their enemies. But no matter what they plotted, they could see no way to overcome the forces of the Havnal and the Equestral realms. For what could they do with the might of both the good and evil, good and neutral gods arrayed against them? Though the gods of evil were powerful, so too were the gods of goodness and neutrality, as the balance required. There was simply no path to which the gods of evil persuasion could achieve victory. But then the voices told them how they might use the Xanthus to gain power far beyond their peers, even beyond Avova himself. And that's where we will end our story for this evening, as we look forward to maybe a little bit more revealing of the history.
Nice.
Well, my friends,
Yes.
last session was quite spectacular. Creepy and fun and disgusting and strange all the same. A little bit dangerous, a little bit scary. But you guys managed to, almost survive. Most of you.
While
Well,
you're
you
rolling.
survived for sure. I think one of you got knocked out, right? Something like that.
Yeah. Kenna got dropped and managed to crit fail one of her death saves. So,
Yeah.
nothing big.
But we have magic.
Good time.
And she's back and she's bad, so look out.
Magic. Yeah.
Let's just say the probability of you rolling as well as you did the last time is not likely. But possible.
Thanks,
better
Zane.
go
Now you
knock on
cursed
some
us.
wood.
Possible.
He's talking about me rolling as well as I did to kill you guys.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's cursed us now.
Good thing I can't reach through
Murphy's
this
Law,
screen.
man.
Well, I will say, is there any one of you who would like to give a short recap of session 7? Everybody jump at once.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But how about we tag team this thing? Like wrestlers.
Okay.
All right, so the big hound out front rolled over, wanted his belly scratched, but that wasn't before he already hollered and screamed for whoever was around, which didn't seem like there was anybody about, but
then our band of fearless teenagers decided they would do anything and everything exactly to plan of every B horror movie. And they decided to
All
split
the
up.
wrong way.
Split up. You guys go to the left. You guys go to the right. And we'll meet up on the backside.
It's because we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing Hogyards and Hillbillies. So you gotta split the party, right?
so Groar went around back and was trying to get himself into possibly some moonshine. Of course, he never got quite there to taste any of it, to really know it was moonshine. While a couple of others went around the other side and decided they want to poke at the hogs, which turned out to be a really bad thing. And the hogs, not being just regular hogs, like starving, like really hungry hogs, came busting through and played Hungry Hippo with a couple of our members and nearly ate them before Theros and myself being on the backside of the house wondering, hey, Groar, are you going to go drink some moonshine or join us over here? And we ended up running around the corner to try to save them from getting eaten by some hogs, and we barely got there in time. I mean, sure, they handled a couple of the hogs, but I don't know if they could handle all of them themselves.
Fliggin is the Hogs player. Then Kenna made a wrong turn at Albuquerque while everybody else ran around to the backside of the house and got jumped by 2 hillbillies that shanked her.
Smelled like poo.
One of them did.
Couple of hog shanks, at least.
Yeah. Then we cleared out the dogs that were in the inside the house. I got saved, and then we got jumped by some more hillbillies while exploring the house.
Fleegan did a heroic deed where he kept Billy from getting killed by one of the dogs.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yes, it was well worth it. Even though I might have sprained an ankle, it was well worth it.
You think? Sure.
And now, Groar and Kenna both had their bows at the ready and were holding their actions, and 3 hillbillies just charged us from one of the rooms we hadn't checked yet.
Right, yes. So you guys took out a few hillbillies.
Yep.
And another big doggy. And a lady with a poker. And then out comes the other hillbillies, and they're ready to beat you up. They have some rusty cleavers and some other nasty-looking implements that they want to be able to use to carve you up for dinner.
Well, fortunately, held actions means that me and Groar get to shoot them before we initiate this little round of the combat.
Well, they do. That is quite correct, my friends. But I tell you what we need to do right now is everybody needs to roll me a d20 to see are we a little bit lucky or are we not lucky at all tonight. So let's see.
Oh yeah, tough guy.
Oh, there's a
Step
10. That ain't
outside,
lucky.
and I said, you know what, man? I said, this
Oh,
do not even
13
work,
ain't
dude.
lucky either. A 12.
Grab
Well,
my
if a 10 ain't
popcorn
lucky,
and
then
I
a 13 ain't lucky, then a 12 ain't lucky.
Oh, geez, if you got an
yeah,
11, we
probably
would have had a straight.
7 is lucky, Casey. I don't care what you say. 7 is lucky.
That's initiative there, Kimba.
Oh, that
Which
is
was-
my
And that would have been
initiative.
lucky.
But that was a 20 right there.
That was a nat 20.
So I think we need to find out from the peanut gallery here. What do we think? He rolled a 20 on the die.
I
So
would
what-
say
I'd give
I'd
it
give
to
it to
him.
him.
It's a roll of a 20. It's a
Yep.
D20.
Yeah, you just have to roll a 7 before it, and then it happens. He deserves it.
What do I
But
deserve?
see, if Gror had gotten an 11, we would have had a straight going.
Well, I tell you, my friend, I think what you need to do is you need to reach over there to that tab that's called collection, and you need to scroll down to the bottom of that collection tab, and you need to find that button that says Gooey Roads, and you need to click a roll on that right there. Let's do it. Here we go.
Nice.
What do we get? Advantage on attack. Well, that could come in handy, definitely, when you get jumped by 3 hillbillies. They're looking nasty. They look like they're ready to beat down some shizat. But not until they get shot, of course. So
Hey, Mr. GM, on that GUI award, may Nays give it to somebody else if they need it?
yes, you may give it to somebody else. Who would you like to give that to?
Well, you can choose when you play it, so
I can? Yes!
I think so.
Yes!
On a single attack roll of your choice.
Yep. Yes, you may. So let me go ahead and assign it to you, and then you can choose. So advantage on attack roll, right?
Yeah, I just figured, I don't need it since my mace seems to always hit.
A little bit of a bravado there, isn't it?
Ooh. That will be put to the test today.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it will.
All right, Mr. Kemba, you have yourselves an advantage on an attack roll. I think. Did I click the right one? I think I did. Check your journal there and see if you got it. All right. Well, 3 men come running out into the hallway, and they say, "Hey, Shazat sure took us some time, didn't they?" And you see the other one say, "Sure did, Gutter, sure did, but we're gonna take their time and beat them up and cut them down. Ain't no one gonna be missing scum like these." Gror, give me a shot.
Take your shot, Gror.
There's the axe. Well, are you gonna axe him? Are you gonna axe him a question there? You're on mute, by the way.
I will say in Dwarvish, "Allow me to ask you a question. How do you like your ribs?" And then I'll serve them up for him. Let's see.
So the one right in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
One-handed, so I'm using a shield.
Ooh.
No advantage, unless we're surprising them with advantage, or because we're sharing that saved action somehow. I don't know.
It's not a surprise, so unfortunately, no. So, so you take your axe and you're like, "Let me ask you a question," but he's ready for the response, and that just a hair's breadth, just misses his chin. You cut the hair off his chin. Nothing else.
Can't grow a beard now.
Well, the one behind him goes, "Look at that man with the axe. He think he gonna cut us up. Well, we gotta cut him ourselves, are we not, boys?" Kenna, you get to respond to that.
Yeah, that's going to be a short bow in the face of that first one.
All right.
If a 13 hits.
Yeah, that's gonna actually cut his cheek for some damage. As the bow, it doesn't stick in his head, but it does cuts the side of his face
aggravate me this late in the day.
for 6 damage.
Big old one.
Yeah.
That one.
I need to get these guys' character sheets out here. All right. Pop that out. Pop that out. All right. That one was Okeda.
Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong thing. That was actually a nat 1 on a d20 for that second roll. I did not roll the damage. I apologize.
I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, how does a 1 make a 6 damage?
Yeah. No. That would be 8 piercing.
Right.
So I stuck him good.
Okay. You, like I said, you cut his cheek, which puts a pretty good gash in the side of his cheek, and blood starts running down the side of the face right there.
Good.
And he goes, "Ow, ow, 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 day, oh, you bitch, put that thing away. Oh, what's you doing there?" All right, I want everybody to roll initiative, please. Make sure you select your token.
Really? That's 2 nat 1s I've rolled on d20s so far tonight.
Get him out of the way.
All right. Okay, everybody roll.
Let's do it.
Okay, Gror. It looks like after you cut the hair off his chinny chin chin, you get to double back with another attack because you get to go first. So what you doing now?
I aim slightly lower for his throat this time.
Okay.
A little beard obsessed in that last attack.
Well, being a dwarf, it is all about the beard. Is it not? All right. Yeah, you're gonna connect with him on that one. So let's see how much damage you do and see if you. Oh my gosh. So you take that axe back and you pull it back after you cut his chin and. Yeah, you embed that right into the side of his jugular, and it just kind of explodes with blood all over the front of you as you cut his throat wide open, and he hits the ground right off the bat.
Nice.
That was some serious damage there. Holy goodness. All right. Well,
I wish you'd not do that.
the one in the back.
It'll be time for stomping if that space is still open in a minute.
Did I show you the pictures of these guys?
You did.
If I did or not.
Yes.
But,
You can pop
Yes.
them up again.
Yep.
They're 22,
They were really cute.
23,
They are very cute, are they not?
and 24.
So lovely.
Cutter's the best. Oh no, Ehab's
So-
pretty cool because he's blind in one eye.
There's somebody behind you. Be careful.
So Kutta, that one right there, the one with the scrape on his eye, now has a big old gash on his throat, and he's bleeding out, gurgling on the floor. And then you have old. Where is he? There he is. Then you have old Hez
That sure is
there
gonna leave a mark.
in the back, and he says, "I can't believe you, short man. You cut my brother. I'm gonna cut you. Yes, I am." And, so, what did Mr. Hez do? He comes on right over here, and he's got a giant meat cleaver in one hand and an iron spike in the other. And what he does is he takes that giant meat cleaver and swings it at you to return the favor. Yeah.
Not
Nice.
a
Did he
seven.
fumble? He fumbled.
He
on that
fumbled.
It's a fumble.
That one.
Well, let's see what happens there. The rest of the mean is it not? All right. So he Yeah, he goes to take a swing, and he didn't realize how little you were. And when he pulls down the swing with the meat cleaver, it actually hits him in the gut, knocks the wind out of himself. He starts coughing and sputtering. He doesn't get to take his second attack because of that, and he has a level of exhaustion, which means he rolls with a disadvantage. So, all right, well, that's his round, so I guess it's Fleegan's turn.
I think you should have credited my magic shield, but it's okay.
Gror, I would like to compliment you for killing apparently the most intelligent of these three. He has 4 set teeth in him, while the other one had 3 and 2. Way to go, man!
It's how they rank each other, I'm sure.
Yeah, the most teeth wins.
I will come here, and Hez needs some stabby stabby.
Less gabbing, more stabbing.
That'll work.
There we go.
Did you throw it?
No, I didn't throw it. I clicked the wrong thing, but it's still the same attack.
Yeah,
Same
you run
attack.
on up to Hez, and you give him a mighty stab. So, go ahead and do damage.
And sneak attack.
So it's 5 and 5.
That's 10. For those who
Well,
can't add.
He was
Well,
kind of
that's
doubled
for
over.
Hez to know.
He was kind of doubled over because he knocked the wind out of himself. And why is that?
That's why he took 2 5s, because he was doubled over.
Yeah. Why is that? Okay. A little bit of lag there going on. And
darn it.
hey, give him a strap sack. Okay. Anything else there, Fleegan?
Yeah, I'll do my offhanded dagger attack.
Oh, Fleegan pulls out one stab, nails him for a good one, and stabs him again.
3.
Well, in tarnation.
Holy! Look at that. All right. Well, Cutter goes. Cutter says, Now, boys, we need to see what we need to be doing here. No, Cutter's dead. Never mind.
I was going to say, Cutter's going gurgle, gurgle,
Gurgle,
gurgle.
gurgle.
I wasn't sure how he was saying it. I thought he was magic or something.
He's actually
going around.
a hillbilly lich.
I think he can't talk through this. I'm not sure.
He was just thinking it very loudly, okay?
He's a lich Billy.
A lich billy.
Well,
Mark,
Billy
you
goes.
should get props too. Props help.
Billy is stamping his feet because he's not quite sure what to do because he's got a couple of friends down in front of him between him and them hillbillies down the hallway there. So he kind of stomps around and kind of snorts and stomps, and he's not sure what to do at this point. So I guess it's Kimber's turn.
Whoa. Billy, get on in there. Don't worry about that wood floor. He'll do good. Just
He don't have another heroic action to save his butt.
This has carpet. He should be okay.
Tell the 4 hit point monster or beast to go in and do all the dirty work, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kimber, what you doing?
I'll move over to Billy and nod at him and got the cleaver up there in the front to try to hit my friends. I'll sacred flame him.
Nice.
So that requires a succeed on his dexterity saving throw, DC 14.
DC 14, dexterity saving throw, huh? Alright, that is his. Let me find old his here.
Not enough.
He is not going to.
He
save
takes a
on
little
that.
sacred sizzle.
Sacred charring.
A little bit of char.
It's always good in barbecue. A little bit of char.
Pillar of divine fire smites him. All right. Anything else there, Kimber?
Nah, I think he had a little bit of his victuals. Now he can just sit there and take it from Gror.
Okay. All right. Well, as you're running up there and you call down Sacred Flame on his head, you don't realize it until after it's happened. But let's bring him there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Gosh darn it. That's really bad.
No, it's Dag Nabbit.
Dag nabbit. There we go. All right. All of a sudden, a trap door from up in the ceiling comes crashing open as your little friend from the tree jumps down behind you, Kimba. I shouldn't say he's a friend.
No.
No. And he is armed with a short sword, and he takes a swing at you.
With my eyes wide with surprise, I quickly bring my shield around to try to block that attack.
Apparently you do, because you're able to ricochet it off. But at the very same time, that hole in the floor that smelled like poo, that Billy put his hoof through. The carpet comes flying up as an ugly man covered in all kinds of sewage pops up out of the hole.
It's MC Pooh Master.
Doo-doo that.
Doo-doo that you do. He pops up out of the hole. And I'm going to pull him up here. And he has got a nasty-looking rusty hook that's covered in some sort of undescribable filth that he's going to stab into Theros. And miss as well. Well, so much for surprising you guys. All right.
Surprise! We do nothing.
Come on down there, right?
Oh, it is a surprise. A poo monster come out of nowhere. That's always a surprise.
I think there's somebody behind Casey.
Yep. All right. So, our friend Ehab over here, he's gonna move up and stand over the top of Kutta, who's down on the ground, and not even really blink. And
does he have eyelids?
He's blind in one eye.
Doesn't care for his brother at all, does he?
He knows how to use that eye, and he's also got a giant cleaver in one of his hands, and then he's got what looks like a railroad spike in his other hand. He's going to take the giant cleaver, and he's going to attempt to just bash in or cleave in what's his name's Groar's head here. And he's not any better than his brother at swinging. Maybe a little bit better because he doesn't hit himself.
As they say back home, as a crow flies.
He follows up with that stab, with that slash with a stab with his a railroad spike there, and I think that's going to miss too. Is it not? Is it just going to bounce off your breastplate there?
No, my lucky shield.
Your lucky shield.
Nice.
Swing! You guys are armored to the hilt. You're ready for these guys. So Theros, it's your turn.
That was just a lick and a promise.
We're going to Graxel him from stem to stern.
Graxel MC Pooh Master.
That is going to Graxel him good. Ooh. So maybe all the spiders and everything that are crawling on him gives him enough legs or something like that. So
apparently, I hit him for 6.
Yep. Yep. The big old battle axe comes and you get a little bit of nastiness on it. It smells pretty darn filthy. The stench almost knocks you over. It's pretty bad. Right. Kenna, it's finally your turn.
Yeah. So since this little turd right here came dropping out of the ceiling, I'm going to draw my short swords and stab the bejinney out of him.
Ooh.
Okay, I would like to object. That is 3 nat 1s in a row.
Do you have an
You need to get
advantage
new
for
dice
Gooey?
there. Oh, wait.
I do not have any gooey rewards.
Gooey rewards to help you here?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to drop that gooey reward. Because you're too big for your britches and need a little help.
You're gonna spend that advantage on attack?
Yeah, I've been holding on a couple others, it seems, so I might as well use this one on you.
All right, rolling again.
And use. And there's a hit right there. So old Doofer takes how much? 9 piercing damage. So, yeah, you go to stab him, and when you do, you spin around in your little whirling dervish that you're known to do, and you actually clip the tip of your sword on the corner of the wall there. But Kimber looks at that as it's coming and kind of recognizes that you're not going to quite make it past the corner, so he
So I step on your foot.
Sticks his foot out and step. Well, we'll go with that. Yeah, he steps on your foot, which causes you to actually be distracted, miss the corner of the wall, and stab it right into little Doofer's side.
The same foot I smashed with my hammer or my mace.
And then I'm going to offhand him.
Oh.
So hoping you'd fumble on that one too, and then that would hurt Kimber.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now, when you said offhand, you meant the little guy, right? Not me?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In that case, the Wakasashi comes up short as actually Kimber kind of gets in the way and distracts you a bit. So
Not a problem.
helped you the one way, didn't help you the other way. So there we go. All right. Well, Gror. Gror, he's got the nasty battle axe that cuts the one guy down. Let's see what he can do now. It's music. We need to get the music.
Is that his name?
That's
In front of
Ehab, right in front of you, Ehab, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
Well done.
That is going to hit. Oh my gosh, wow.
Nice.
He's a little bit pudgy, seems to be a little bit more squishy. And you hit him pretty good. Cut him hard. Anything else?
Did he move at all? Like any extra space opening up here?
No. Standing there right over the top of his brother, who has stopped twitching on the floor. His blood's kind of soaking into the carpet underneath him. Seems to be in it for the dead. Anything else?
Oh, that's it.
Old Hez is sitting there gasping for breath, trying to catch his breath, and he attacks with disadvantage because he's breathing hard. He's not quite sure. He's trying to get a hold of himself, but he's still going to come out and try and give you guys a little bit of a cleave. And so Fleegan's going to get chopped. Yes, Fleegan is going to get chopped.
Ouch.
6 slashing damage for Fleegan. And then he's got a big old rusty. He's got a big old rusty 2-pronged fork, pitcher fork, that or meat fork that he's going to use to kind of return the favor with the stab. And
watch out, Trey. He's got it. But yours is four-pronged.
And unfortunately, that brand new leather armor that you have, he kind of scrapes off the side of it, and it doesn't do any damage to you.
I knew it was a good idea to get that armor.
Yeah.
I think he forked Fleegan up. Forked him up bad.
Okay, you can have advantage. You can have inspiration on that.
I was going to say, and Trey's fired.
He gets he gets inspiration for that one. That one made my day. All right, Fleegan, you get to return the favor.
I do.
Fork him up something good. No, that's gonna miss.
How about the
That's
offhand?
going to hit.
The big old cleaver came down, and as it came down on you, it kind of knocked your one hand out of the way, but your offhand comes back around and does 3 piercing damage. And
I get sneak attack since the
And
first one
9
didn't
for
hit.
sneak attack.
do you?
Yeah,
Do you
it's the
get sneak
first.
attack on your bonus attack?
It's the first melee attack that you hit with in combat in each combat round, I believe. I'm checking. Hold on.
Check that for me. I just need to make sure. I mean, I'm not opposed to giving it to him, but I thought there was a caveat with that. But if it's specific to your first melee, I'll take the 3 off and then let me know and we'll see. So, you see Billy run out the front door. Actually, no, Billy doesn't run out the front door.
Once per turn, you can deal 1d6 damage on one creature you hit with an attack.
Okay, well that works. That if rules as written, that works. All right. So, yes, sirree, Bob. He takes some damage. He doesn't go down, but he's hurt pretty good from those stabs. Yeah, Billy can't seem to find an opening to be able to get where he needs to go, so he runs out the front door.
What? No!
No, stop, Billy, stop. Sit, Billy.
Okay.
Sit. Good go.
He's gonna run around to the backside and knock these guys in the arse.
From behind.
All right, Kember, you're up.
All right, let's see. So I'm fixing to send this little one up yonder's way with my homesteader mace.
Swing batter.
Sorry, little Billy. I didn't mean to. You know, you should have stayed in your tree. We tried to get you out, but you should have stayed. Oh, that ain't look too good.
He just kind of, faster than you think is even possible, jumps out of the way.
I'm gonna step back, make him come out of his hallway.
Okay. So you're gonna move?
No, I changed my mind. I don't want to put somebody on the backside of Groar. That wouldn't be nice.
You're engaged with him. That would be an attack of opportunity, but it's your choice.
Yeah, unless you spend your whole action not attacking and do a disengage.
Well, he attacked already, though.
Exactly.
I forget, you know, back in the last edition, it was that 5-foot move you could do.
Yep, that's gone.
Okay, so you gonna move or you gonna stay?
I'll stay and just kind of put my shield up. Kind of anywhere he moves his weapon, I move my shield.
Okay. All right. Well, Ehab, he's saying, "We got ourselves live ones here. I bet you they'd be mighty tasty. Yes, they do. I'm gonna cut me off an ear and nibble on it. Yes, I am. Ha!" And no, he's not. So he takes that railroad spike and tries to stab it in your gut. And that lucky shield, boy, you're fast with that thing. It just knocks it right off. All right. So our big poo-covered friend pulls himself up out of the hole, and he's going to continue to go after Theros. And Theros, when he pulls himself up out of the hole, you notice that he just smells foul. I mean, he's covered from head to toe in poop.
Yay.
So,
Aren't you the lucky one?
He pulls up with him as he's coming up out of the hole, which looks to be some sort of serrated bone cutter is the best that you could call it. It might even be like a bone saw or something like that. And he takes that and he just tries to slash you with it. Of course, misses.
Whew.
He's got that piercing. That's scary to me.
Just Graxel.
All right, this time Graxel's going stem to stern with him.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Stem to stern.
Booyah!
Let's see what that critical is first.
Roll
of all.
on the crit chart.
See what happens.
Just a moment.
All right. You get a surprise attack, so you get to swing again.
Man upstairs said, "Get her done." Theros did.
Oh,
Nice.
roll me some damage, please. There we go. Okay, so
Max
that's a
damage.
total of 16 plus 12. That's 30 damage. So,
Ow.
my friend, with that and with what happened, the two attacks, the first attack didn't kill him. The second attack did. So you tell me, how did you take this man down in epic fashion? I want to hear it.
Since it's a double attack, one went straight down and sliced him almost in half. Then Theros swung the axe around and cut him in half at the torso, quartering the man.
Drawn and quartered.
Correct.
So as the feces-covered, stinky, smelly bits of quarters of him are cut into pieces, they kind of hit the ground, slop, splat, plunk, and then they kind of slide down as they hit the carpet that's just hanging over the trapdoor that he came popping up out of, and they just kind of ooze down into the hole, and then just this smell of horrible sewer gas just kind of wafts back up into your face.
Yay. Since I can
And-
move after my attack, I will
Yes.
move up and engage the doofer.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, Doofer's turn. He is going to have an opportunity to try and take a shot out of Kimber there.
I look down yonder and I seen Pa coming. He's walking.
And he's gonna miss.
along my-
Woohoo!
I rolled well the last game. Kenna, you're up.
All right, let's see if we can get this done. Hello, Doofer.
Yes. Yep.
Is that enough? Or is he still
Take him
up?
down. Yeah, it is not enough to take him down. He's a lot stronger than you think. You thought he was a little boy, and I think you're beginning to realize that he's not a little boy.
He's just a
You
midget.
notice now that you're in a more well lit area than you were when you were outside, kind of in the twilight and stuff. He looked small and young, but you look like he's got some pretty good wrinkles in his face. He looks like he's quite a bit older and a
Okay.
bit more mature and a little bit stronger than you realized. So
Well, I definitely miss with my offhand weapon.
come back around with a Wakasashi and it just does not connect. So
Does
finish.
not connect.
Yeah.
He's wiry.
All right, Roar. It's your turn to do some damage with that battle axe again.
I'm gonna attack Ehab again. Hurt does he look?
Moderately. He's upset.
Moderately.
He's pretty darn pissed.
Ooh.
That's going to make him even madder if he
Nice.
survives.
Mm-hmm.
8 slashing
Excellent.
damage. Alright. Well, that cuts him pretty solidly right across the chest, and he looks like he's kind of wavering. He's kind of wobbly on his feet there. He doesn't go down, but he looks pretty worse for wear at this point.
Him and his kids about to
I'm
get
one
to
of
the
the other
ice box.
Wait.
Anything else, Gore?
No, I think that'll do it.
All right. So we's gonna go to old Hez over here, who's still kind of huffing and puffing and coughing and panting, and
Just ignore the little guys in front of you.
yeah, he's ready to cut himself off a big slab of shorty steak. It's a little gray, but he doesn't care what kind of meat it is. He's just gonna eat it.
Gnomes are tough and tasteless. Trust me.
We're all aware of that.
Look at that! Wow, we are on the fumble side of things tonight, are we not?
Ooh.
You need to stay off that home, Green.
So he reels back, very upset, takes his meat cleaver, and tries to come down hard on you, and ends up throwing it out of his hand, and it goes flying across the room towards Kenna. Kenna, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
Kenna, you spin around and you knock it out of your hand, and make an attack roll for me, please.
Okay.
With your sword. Nope.
Nope.
That's a lot of wow. Do I need to restart because it seems like our dives are stuck on rolling ones tonight.
Yeah. You and me, man. You and me.
Yeah. So basically, what I was going to see what happened is that he threw it at you. You swung around with your sword. You ricocheted and have it go over and hit Doofer, but that doesn't happen. Not with that roll. So he does not get to make his second attack, and so it's Fleegan's turn.
With a smile on his face and a bounce in his step, he will stab this poor Hez and put him out of his misery.
Smile on his face, yes. Yep, that's gonna hit, and
Ow, 12 points.
And as you said, the poor guy can't seem to hit anything except for himself, and so he's going to be put out of his misery, of course. So as you stab him in the side, he hits the ground. Oh! So Ehab's sitting there, and he's got so much blood loss, he's just kind of swaying around on his feet. And
I'll try to save Gror with my offhand.
Yeah. And then you hear kind of a crashing through the back door as Billy comes crashing through the back door and runs up and tries to run into Ehab there.
Fleegan still gets his offhand attack.
Oh, I
think it's so much better to let Billy kill him. Let Billy do it.
Okay.
Right in the ass.
If Billy doesn't do it, I'll let him swing. So, but Billy does. Yeah.
Billy's rolling better than I am.
So I liked what you said there, Theros. So you narrated that well. Yeah. Tell me what Billy does to kill the guy.
As Theros gets ready to use his offhand to finish off the hillbilly, coming through the solid door as hard as he could, Billy crashes it using his head as a battering ram and just continues forward at full speed and just rams Ehab's ass with his horn, picks him up and throws him over him as he goes, landing into Gror's loving arms.
Oh, okay, there.
It's the carpet, I tell you. It's the carpet. That's why Billy can hit.
Yep.
We just need to roll up a carpet and take it with us and throw it in the room before Billy goes in there.
We need to get him spiked shoes, like horseshoes, so that when he runs on wood, he has something to dig in with.
All right, Kimber, you're up.
All right, well, now that I've seen Billy in action, it's very surprising. Ran around the whole place, come right in and finish off that balding guy over there that was threatening Gror. I looked at the little guy in front of me and I said, "All your kin's fallen, son. I think you'd better surrender." I take that silence as not being a surrender.
Sorry, I was looking at something else. What was that?
After Billy comes running in the back door and bashes down the last guy, I look at this other guy. I said, "No, all your kin is now dead and gone to their maker. I think you better surrender." I give him a little chance. As soon as he twitches to do anything, I'll smash him.
He looks at you and he just has death in his eyes.
Am I able to still swing my mace with this poor fella out of his misery?
Do you want him to respond, or you want to just swing it at him?
Yeah, I'm a little weak in that manner. Theros is right behind him, and I got Kenan and Gror on both sides of me, so, and my shield out in front, so I will give him a chance to respond.
He looks at you with staring daggers at you, and he says, "No, Fitlish is that.
Froze up there.
Oh, I'm just drawing a blank.
Oh.
There's a name.
Don't think you're too big for your britches, because our friend Theros behind you is going to send you directly to your maker."
Hang on just a second. I don't want to spoil this, so give me just a second.
I'll play some banjo.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right there.
So, I was just looking at my...
I know what it is. Okay, I just had to look. Everything says, "Look at you," and he just has this. You Shazad. Odell's gonna have something to say about this, and you don't even know what you's got yourselves into, so do what you need to. But you, my little stink, he's gonna die. So go ahead and take your swing.
For sure, friend, for sure.
Oh.
Or not, you know.
You're
by the power of
consistent.
power of invoking the name Odell, which you may want to write that down. The name Odell somehow miraculously could be because of maybe he set a prayer to Ulfons. Maybe you want to know that name too. But interestingly enough, you think you're going to hit him, and a very strange sensation happens where your mace is coming right towards his face, and it just miraculously moves out of the way at the last second. Ulfons with an L, with a U. Sorry.
Now, how do you say?
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
You
would know you're a cleric. You would know who that is. That's just a moment here.
Just make sure I can roll something decent. There's my religion.
Yeah.
You're right. I boasted a little too much. I got some wood right here, though. That's for the rest of the night.
Type this in.
You're gonna have disagreements. It don't matter who
Completely
you are.
butchered this name here.
Oh, Paul. Say, Paul, had have you brung me any gold to pay my fee?
Don't know how to spell it, but I did tag his a picture of him in the Discord.
Okay.
Well, the way people talk around here, I guess it'd be what more like you call hillbilly style.
Yes, you should be careful of that one.
So yeah, before as he's swinging at you or as you're swinging at him with his mace, he says, by the power of O'Floons, O'Dill, how half his vengeance, yous all don't know what yous got yourselves into. So, there you go. Alright, and you miss. Okay, so Ehab's dead. Filthy Floyd's dead. Theros.
Graxel. Simple solutions.
Take the head off. Let's see. Oh.
I start with low damage, then I go up.
You cut him in the back, but you don't take the head off, which I thought you were going to try and do, but that didn't.
That's what I was hoping for, but.
So he gets a chance to go, and he's going to. So when he kicked down from above, there was a trap door that came down from above in the ceiling, and there was a ladder that was kind of hanging down a little bit halfway towards the floor. He reaches up and he grabs the ladder and he tries to pull himself back up into the attic real quick. I will, since he's engaged with both of you, I'll give you
Me
either
too.
the chance to attack or the chance to grab him.
I'm engaged with him as well.
Yes, I know. Oh, yes, you are
And
too.
so is Gror, technically.
No, Gror's not engaged with him because Gror was fighting Ehab.
Alright.
Gror never engaged him, and he engaged Kenna. I'm gonna do this. Because I think it just feels better, and I'm the GM because I can.
Nice.
I'm not gonna give you guys the chance to attack, but I'll give Theros and Kimber each a chance to grab him, and he's gonna contest that grab because he's a slippery little sucker. So either athletics or acrobatics check each one of you. Roll one, please.
Do I roll athletics also? Can I use something different?
You can roll athletics or acrobatics to try and grab him. So let's see. Alright. Oh, looks like Theros is able to grab him barely as his foot's slipping out of the way, and you got a good hold of his foot at this point.
Can I pull as hard as I can down and slam him against the floor?
Yes, you can. So go ahead and give me. Give me acrobatics, please. No, athletics. I'm sorry, not what did I say? Athletics.
I could do
that's a natural 20.
Nat 20.
There it is. Okay, so you grab onto his foot as he's slipping away, and your rage, although you're not enraged, but your frustration with the whole situation that's going on causes you to pull so hard that you pull him down and you just kind of smash his face into the floorboard, and you hear a sickening crunch as his neck snaps.
Oh, I was going to interrogate him, but that works too.
Yeah, well. Boom. Dead.
Nat 20 is natural.
Natural 201. That's really good too.
Yeah, Theros, we just need you to pull him down, not break him.
Too late. Billy goes, bah, and he just kind of stands there like, come over and pet me. I done good, right?
Make a wish.
No kidding. All right, friends. Looks like you're done with this fight here. So what do you want to do?
I suggest we check out. Well, yes, but I'm going to, while they do that, I'm going to keep an eye on those two doors that haven't opened yet, and the kitchen, and make sure nothing comes after us out of those.
Okay. This door right here is open because they came out of it, and there's light from that room coming out into the hallway. This door is closed. and then yeah, you're kind of keeping an eye on the kitchen too, and there's nothing coming out of the kitchen at that point. So you guys are gonna
this darn thing ready.
You guys are gonna loot the bodies. Okay, so as you rifle through the bodies, this is what you find. Give me a second while I copy all of this stuff because it's gonna take some time.
I'm not going to be worrying about searching Filthy Floyd.
On Doofer
Poopy McPoop Pants?
Is that Poopy McPoopy Pants? Yeah, well, Poopy McPoopy Eater or something.
Wow, he's actually got quite a bit.
On
Yeah.
on old Pez.
Special item 14, a healing
Little
potion.
one's like, I don't want prison sex.
On old Hez is this. Filthy Floyd, you weren't going to search, you said.
I'm not going to. You guys can.
Uh-oh. Here it is.
On Ehab, you find this.
What's with all the twine these
go.
guys have?
Where's old Cutter? There he is. Oh, they're hoggers, right? Boy, I have a lot of lag tonight.
That's true.
Come on. There we go.
Theros, we may need to search Filthy Floyd. He may have what they stole from our camp.
Well, who's going to have at it?
Well, his pieces parts are down in the hole, so. Floyd,
Yeah.
go down the hole.
Oh.
I'll hang Fliggin over the side. We can tie twine on him so we don't drop him, and we can lower him slowly into the hole to
I
get.
think whoever
search
killed him
body.
has to do it. I'm pretty sure.
So who's going down in the hole?
Whoever smelt him has to go and get it.
I hear dwarves are really good in dark, holy areas.
I'll do it, you little.
I think he
whiny-
could hear better with those big ears. But
You whiny little buggers. I'll do it.
Kenna's gonna go jump down in the dark, smelly hole.
No, I'm not jumping down. I'm
Okay.
using my dark vision to see what's down there, and then slowly lowering myself in.
Okay, fine. I was gonna say you look down in the dark, smelly hole and you see 4 pieces of Filthy Floyd oozing all over the floor.
Ah,
Yay.
be careful.
And then
They
you
keep
lower-
coming out of the woodwork, you know.
You lower yourself down. He smells pretty rank, and you kind of rifle around in the ick, and those are the things that you find on him. The padded armor is well, you wouldn't be usable at this point.
Quartered,
'cause
yeah.
It's kind of quartered, yeah.
and poopy. Don't forget it's poopy.
Oh yeah.
And you probably most of this stuff doesn't smell very good, including Theros's axe right now. It's no matter how much you try and wipe it off on that rug, it's still just it smells and it reeks, and it'll probably be that way for quite some time now.
Yay.
Yay. So, that's a heck of a lot of loot.
That is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is. I'm seeing a Cyrillic iron short sword, a Cyrillic iron dagger, three healing potions total, and a bunch of coin.
Lots of
And a
things
blue
to use with
stone.
daggers.
Blue stone with gold flecks, almost perfectly round and polished. Nice.
All right, so if somebody's going to be taking and using a Ceric iron something or other, let me know, and we'll want to make sure that you adjust it on your character sheet.
Can we just take him for loot?
You can take them for loot, sure.
Yep,
They
absolutely.
have a +1
Is-
hit. So
Is there anything that we don't want to take? I mean, obviously, we're going to take anything that's jewelry, anything that's Cyrillic iron, anything that's a potion.
The padded armor we don't need at all.
padded armor
No,
is cut up.
It's
useless.
quartered. Yeah, it's quartered.
I mean, I
currently.
really don't think
Are
we
the playing
need
cards
fishhook box, really, honestly, either.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the playing cards, just standard playing cards.
Yeah, they're often they're cards that are used for a game called Fool's Down, and commercial time. There'll be a Kickstarter coming out for Gooey Cube at the end of the month, and with it, there's gonna be a stretch goal that will unlock what's called the Deck of Perilous Fortuity.
Nice.
And the Deck of Perilous Fortuity is a set of playing cards that will have some games with it, one of which will be Fool's Down. And hopefully another one that I'm going to create called Jinx, and some other games as well. Yeah, so there'll be there's a card set in there that's used to play Fool's Down.
Hey, Fleegan, do you want this lockpick that?
Yeah, I'll definitely
Okay.
take that and the magnifying glass.
Okay, got it.
So counting all the items with.
Well, sometimes I feel like this Alphinius Goose is not right in the head, leaves me a bit addled, but I think I'll put down my taters and get fixing to get into that Kickstarter, that's for sure.
Yup. I'm in.
Yeehaw!
Yep.
It's coming. It's coming, and it's going to be cool too.
Okay. So anything that's like a giant cleaver that counts as a battle axe or an iron spike, I'm not keeping on the list here.
Just tie all,
Unless one of you wants it. So
just tie all
Most of
three of
those
the.
things, the implements, they're not magical, but they have an aura to them that it makes you feel uncomfortable. I will say that.
yeah.
I put them all on the other list with the gold, and I'm putting the fork on there when we get there because that fork is pretty cool.
Okay.
He likes that.
I think we should take all three of these cleavers, put the short sword in the middle of the three cleavers, because two on one side, one on the other makes the short sword in the middle, and then we hook it to a chain, use all their belts, tie it together, and then you got swinging like cleaver doom.
Dude, that's as silly as the damn rat flail. Okay, dead rat flail. Stop it.
If one of them flies off, you just got a projectile weapon.
No, I think the only weapons we really want are the Cyrillic iron, Seric iron ones.
Is that a Munchkin card that you're gonna make?
Yeah,
Sounds like it to me. Yeah.
Oh, and we've got 4 healing potions. That's cool.
So if nobody wants it, I'll take the Seric iron dagger.
Before we take it, who has the Sandy wipes?
Yeah. That's those will need to be cleaned.
No. In the age of COVID, we do not ever. That is like the ultimate dragon treasure. You do not touch those.
We don't say that word during game time, Mark.
Dragon?
No, the C word.
Yeah, so
we leave reality behind right now.
Yes, please. Yeah, so it looks like we got some gold, some jewelry that's worth some stuff. And
I calculate one platinum, 30 gold, 49 silver, and 45 copper if you take all the value of the gold tooth and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good haul.
Not bad at all.
Does Kenna want these 7 bone reusable toothpicks?
No.
Not sure what kind of bone those were made from. It would be a little suspect, don't you think?
Yeah, very sus, and definitely something I'm not putting in my mouth. I don't know who's been using those.
Well, while you guys are picking the bodies there, nothing comes out to jump at you, so you guys can decide what you want to do from here.
I think
I've got to imagine
check this
all
room,
the clothing.
then check that room.
What about the clothing?
All the clothing's got to be stained like the cards are, and just kind of foul in general. Do we just not even want the leather stuff too?
They stink pretty darn bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna spend some time scrubbing
should
them, and
just
even
keep
after
all
that,
that.
you're not quite sure that the stink will ever go away.
I'm not scrubbing anything.
I'm certainly
We
not
just
taking
eat
any of the leather stuff.
Considering these guys are butchers, and it's somewhat suspect on what exactly it is they're butchering,
Yeah.
who really knows?
I agree with Theros. Let's clear this. Let's check the room that they came out of, and then let's check the last room that we've got here. Then let's go check out the still.
Well, we need to check out the basement here.
Yeah, I have a feeling
there's
that probably
color
goes it down to the tree that he climbed in from, but we'll see. Yeah.
Well, you know, we haven't found those soldier bodies. If they didn't feed them to their pigs, maybe they're downstairs.
Well, we found a foot over by the pens.
Oh yeah, we could hammer their outfits to the outside of the building to give a warning to the other shiners.
Well,
when
this
they show
place is going to go up in flames here shortly.
We're gonna burn it.
Burn it.
Burn it with fire.
That's why I kept some of that. Well,
You know, it's kind of
use
like
an accelerant.
it's kind of like hill giants having a home that they built from scratch.
Casey?
It just doesn't happen. I think the hillbillies took this from somebody else. We need to figure out who it is they took it from.
What, the house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't care. Burn
probably
it.
a nobleman's house, and they're probably in the bellies of the pigs.
Yeah, doesn't matter. There's been enough death and blood here. I don't want to have anything to do with it. By the way, Casey, I'm real quick before we go into that room. I'm going to check the stairs that lead up into the ceiling and see if he just dropped down from the roof, if that goes to the roof, or if it goes into a room up there.
Okay, so you're gonna check the stairs first.
Yep, just real quick.
So it was a trap door with a ladder. You climb up the ladder and kind of poke your head up there, and you see a dark attic room. There's no light in the room other than light coming from. There's a window, and there's light coming from Luneos outside that fills the room somewhat with moonlight. Does Kenna have dark vision?
She does.
She does. Okay. So you can see around. Just a quick scan of the room. You see, it looks like it's a messy bedroom up in the attic.
Okay.
In fact, I might even have a picture of it. Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the guys wait, and I'm gonna clear it real quick just to see if there's anything in it.
There you go. That's what the room looks like.
Okay.
So you're going to go up into the attic and clear the room?
Yep.
All right.
Do you guys mind if I take one of the healing potions?
Take it.
Okay, I'll keep it on me.
I am going
Not
to
gonna drink it yet, but-
Does Kimber have more healing still too?
What was that?
Let me look.
Do we have more spells?
I have 2 first level spells left I can cast healing with.
Okay. I could use one. I think I'm down 10.
Okay, let me go ahead and do
down
that.
10 as well.
Okay, I'll hit each of you and use those last 2 then. We'll keep the potions for combat use.
Move you guys here, but I'm just going to put Kenna there. So
Yeah, I
you
used
see
all
the
of
room?
my magic.
Yes, I see it. Let me, before I go up, I'm going to heal those 2 real quick.
Okay.
That's for
I'll go with her
Grower.
to give her. I'll go up with her to give her cover.
And the second one is for Fleegan. There you go, gentlemen.
Thank you, Kenna.
My game just crashed. Give me just a second here. I will be back in just a second here.
You bet.
I don't know if my computer, I don't know what's going on tonight, but my lag has been really bad. Maybe it's because my camera's on. Who knows? It's
Yeah,
fine.
possibly.
You guys hear okay?
I heard a sneeze.
Yep, heard that.
Yeah. That's not the map that I want. Yep.
I asked Kismia to bless this home and fill it with Radiant's light and get rid of the negative darkness that is here and fill it with make it a positive sanctuary before we cleanse it, send it from this earth into the atmosphere.
Come on.
I'll kind of do little prayers as I'm walking around with the group in each of the rooms, so I want to go to every single room eventually.
I need to find the correct map here.
Splash a little holy water, bless the place, then burn it to the ground.
There.
Hey, holy water's expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's also a first level spell that lets you create it. So
we should have Theros up there. We should have Kenna up there. Let me go find the room again. And let's see what we got here. So you see a room, and I showed you the picture of the room. It looks like a dirty bedroom that's full of various crates and boxes and barrels and other things that are stored up in the attic. Numerous spider webs and a pretty good pile of filth and implements and other things like that. Buried around and up in the corner. Tell me what you do up here.
I'm gonna go over and search the desk, and then go through these piles, and then toss the beds, and look in any chest or box that there is.
All right. So Kenna comes over here and starts searching this. Thero, while she's digging through there, what do you do?
I'll go to the other corner. Oh. I'll come over to this corner.
Okay. All right. There's a big pile of stuff right here in this corner here, and big mound of stuff, and you're digging around, or you're looking at that as you're going over towards it. You can do anything with it, or what are you doing?
Looking for rats, but I'll dig through it, looking for anything that's shiny, anything I can see, especially
anything that may be ours.
Anything that might be ours, anything that might be of value as well.
Okay. All right, Kenna, while you're looking through the desk over there.
Yep.
Sitting on top of the desk is a tea set of antique silver, and there's an Electrum hand mirror and a hairbrush sitting next to it. Looks like they'd be worth some pretty good amount of money if polished. About 35 golds.
Ooh.
Okay, that was an antique silver tea set, a platinum hairbrush?
Electrum. Hand mirror.
Okay. And what was the other one? Was that it?
There was I guess the hand brush was Electrum too. Yep.
Okay. So mirror and hand brush. Got it.
Mirror and hand brush made out of Electrum, and then an antique silver tea set. And then and you see sitting on the floor next to, kind of almost up underneath the desk, you see what looks like a pack, almost like a pack or a backpack, or what you would call a haversack.
Okay.
If you know what a haversack is.
I do. It's like a sling bag. Yep.
Yeah, like a sling bag.
I will check and see what's in that. Nice.
And it's got a copper piece in each of its 3 pockets.
Okay. I'm definitely taking that.
Pretty nice bag there. Okay. So yeah, you're digging through that stuff, and while you're doing that, Theros
We got a purse!
with his cautious eye starting to dig through and see if there's any rats or something like that. Doesn't find any rats, but what does happen is all of a sudden the pile starts to move, and crashing out of the pile is a very, very large,
Oh no.
misshapen man that looks like this.
Baby Ruth?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I would have gone, hey, you guys. But
Oh no.
Same thing,
Yeah,
same
no. Yep.
Can we
Yep,
save
that
him?
was awesome.
Let's save him.
Well, unfortunately, he's not what you would like him to be or think he should be, because it ain't that movie. I'm sorry, folks. It's the B horror movie, not the fun movie.
So it's initiative time is what you're telling me?
And so he goes, "Rah!" And it's almost initiative time, but he surprised Theros, so he's going to take a big fist and try and catch. He's taller than Theros. In fact, he's quite a bit taller than Theros as he emerges from the pile, and that's saying something considering how big of a mountain of a man Theros is. And a big fist, think Andre the Giant size, okay, comes out to punch Theros across the jaw. And actually, I rolled that to myself. I will change that, but he actually missed with that big fist, but just barely. The kind of the movement of the pile of stuff as he pulls himself free of that kind of tips Theros off enough to be able to step out of the way as a big meaty fist just comes inches from his face. All right, so now at this point, we are going to go ahead and roll initiative for you two.
I go first.
Yay. Soften him up for me.
Wow, all right, so I'm going to Graxel. That's my one solution for everything.
All right, so
Big Grax attack.
all right, Theros.
Yeah, does 19 hit?
A 19 does hit. Yeah. So you take Graxel and you give him a big old gash, and he roars back in pain. And it looks like it didn't hurt him as much as you think it might, but he kind of makes him mad.
Soften him up for you, Kenna.
Oh,
Thanks.
All right. So let me take away one of you here. And the other one. Okay, so that leaves. Let me get Theros here. Okay, Kenna.
All right. Firebolt. 10 will not hit, I'm sure.
10 will not hit as you shoot a firebolt his direction. And it kind of hits the wall beside him and not the pile of rubbish, so it doesn't catch the pile of rubbish on fire. Checking something here.
Well, this is definitely one hillbilly that's not too small for his britches. Maybe too big. might be appropriate, but not in the sarcasm respect.
All right. He says, "Ooh, big man, more I seen before. You's bigger, me smash and use." And he roars because you hit him hard. He's going to hit you back. And this time he is going to hit you back. You take 9 bludgeoning damage as he punches you right in the gut.
Is it 9 or 8?
8. Sorry.
Yeah, he hits me pretty good.
He has a mystical +1 we didn't know about.
It's called size. All right, return the favor.
Theros is like, "Oh, what? Slash." Yes, you hit.
Come on, do some damage. Oh, it was sitting on the 11 too. I have the 3D dice rolling.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you slash him back, you put a gash in his leg because his torso is about eye height for you, and you put a good old gash in his leg. But he seems somewhat unwavered by that. So, Kenna, it's your turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Pulling my short swords.
Please do, because his attack hurts.
I am pretty sure that's going to hit.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
For 5 piercing.
5 piercing, okay, so you stab him.
And with my offhand, no.
You're not very proficient with your Wakizashi this evening, so that is
Yeah, no, I'm not doing very well with it at all, so.
He turns his head towards you as you're running up and stabbing at him, and he goes, "Oh, little lady, no like you, but me take down big man." And he takes a swing at the big man again, and at this point he was too distracted by Kenna, and his slow swing runs wide.
Oh, damn, he's doing slam attacks. That's not good.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so Theros comes back around with his battle axe. So you guys down below don't really hear anything that's going on because, well, they're up there fighting as you guys are digging around. So, what are you guys doing?
Blessed goddess of luck, please come help me cleanse this place. Remove it of its evil filth. Help me banish this spirit of evil omen. Cleanse this place. Oh,
I'm working on it.
So that's one.
All right, so Kember's praying. What's Gror doing?
Taking Billy and we're looking for other rooms that we haven't been in. Is that only really the kitchen?
So that is the it's a kitchen.
Maybe there's something.
Yeah. And so that's.
Or did we actually search that little closet even?
You guys hadn't really searched anything because you've been pretty much attacked from the time you walked in the room. So
yeah.
But if you know,
well, then rather than go to the kitchen where we haven't been yet. Then rather than go to the kitchen where we haven't been, should probably go back to where we have been that we didn't search. Like the room and the closet that were across from each other on the west side.
Okay. I'll have you go ahead and search the room, and you'll actually find some stuff in that room. And I'll let me go ahead and list that for you.
You know, since I'm opening myself up to my surroundings, trying to feel the power of my goddess, is there any chance that I might hear a commotion downstairs, since I'm wandering from room to room?
No. To tell you the truth, you guys wouldn't know this, but anybody else who would know what's going on upstairs versus what's going on downstairs would kind of be surprised that you aren't able to hear what's going on upstairs. It's kind of a strange situation, but yeah, no, you guys don't really hear what's going on. So you just know the guys went up, and you knew that they were going up to kind of check and see what was going on up there. So you just assumed they were checking things out.
I understand. It's the peanut butter that fills in all the cracks.
Maybe.
That ain't peanut butter.
Gror, give me a perception check, please. Okay. All right. So you do a pretty good job of searching the room, and you find a loose floorboard that you pull up, and you notice that there's a small locked chest under the floorboard there. And you also notice that there looks to be a crack outlining a secret door in the west wall of the room.
The bedroom?
Of the bedroom, yes.
South side?
No, that would be the south wall. It would be the west wall, which would be bordering the stables there.
It's not at the end of the hallway, though. It's still in the bedroom?
It's in the bedroom, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And there's 2 jugs of the Butcher Moonshine still full, standing on a nightstand there in the bedroom. Some questionably edible jerky in the drawer of the desk. And 6 moth-eaten but somewhat serviceable gray-brown cloaks in the wardrobe.
We're done with the hole in the floor in the hallway, right?
You guys
body fell and stuff.
You guys checked out the hallway, and actually I'll come back to remind me to come back to that, because I got to tell you about the hole that Kenna found when she went down there. So we'll come back to that in a little bit. Okay, all right. So that's what you're doing during this. Gror, Fleegan, what are you doing?
He is grumbling to himself as he's dragging over furniture and stuff near to the nearest wall in anticipation of burning the place down.
So he's dragging furniture around to burn the house down. Yeah. All right, because that's what we got to do. We got to burn everything down, because that's your guys' MO. Well, they burned your tents. You're going to burn them down, right?
Turnabout. Fair play.
Turn the favor.
Turnabout, fair play. Right. All right, so Theros missed his swing. Kenna.
All right, well, I will hopefully make up for that.
Yes, you do.
That's 7 more piercing.
7 more piercing.
And a crit with the offhand.
Ooh, give me a roll on the crit table. 10 damage. And you gain advantage on your next attack.
Nice.
Well, Wolber, after seeing the substantial stab that you were able to give him and the advantage that you have on him, is really somewhat interested in you, but still decides that he wants to punch Theros.
Damn it, I'm trying to do everything I can to get his attention.
Oh, he takes me down.
And he hits Theros upside the head and knocks him unconscious. So Theros, you're at 0 hit points, and there's blood coming out your nose as you're bleeding out on the ground.
I am going to whistle really loudly. If that's possible. Just
I will
whistle.
Because I'll let you do it on your turn. Well, Theros needs to make a death saving throw.
Oh. Nice.
Succeed. So 1 success. All right. So
would have been better if it was a 20.
Yeah.
It was a 1 that rolled over to the 19. So.
As part of your turn, you can go ahead and whistle really loud. Tell me what the whistle signifies.
Signifies help.
All right, so you guys together, you guys having been together before, are quite knowledgeable about your secret signs and stuff, and you hear the "I need help" whistle. floating down from the attic above.
And then I will choppy chop.
Okay. And that's going to hit for 6 piercing.
And miss with the offhand.
He hears you whistle, and he says,
Don't you get advantage on all of your attacks?
I do.
You do, that's right. So you get to roll again.
Yes, I do.
Forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. That is going to miss. Barely.
Dang it.
But, so he says, little lady, she scream out, maybe this not be good idea, but me teach you lesson. And so he takes a smash at you and misses, which is good because that would have hurt.
17. Yeah, that would have hurt a lot.
And then you'll get an attack of opportunity as he actually starts running towards the window. And
missed.
On your next, on all attacks against your target until the end of your next turn. So roll that again.
Ooh.
Dang it.
So you guys hear crashing from downstairs. You guys hear crashing across the floor after shortly after the whistle, or not crashing, but you hear thud, 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 and he runs and he actually goes and smashes open the window and jumps out of the window onto the roof right outside the window. Just a moment here. Oh, you know what? That's fine. Well, you missed him anyway. So he actually has the ability to disengage and run.
Oh, okay.
And he because of his big legs, he's able to, move across the room a whole lot quicker than you imagine that he can move. And he crashes through the window and dives out onto the roof there. Okay, so you guys hear the whistle downstairs. What do you do? I should say you guys downstairs hear the whistle coming from upstairs. What do you do?
Okay,
yes, follow the sound of the noise towards the other end of the house. Come down the hallway. Is there a window that we could see him and or jump outside?
You guys are in the house, and so you would not have known what's going on upstairs to know to go outside and then go look and see him.
Can I roll maybe like an perception or something like that to know what direction the loud crashing's coming from, so I could head that way?
Well, because you said that, Casey, like we heard boom, boom, boom going that direction
you heard
on
boom.
the smash.
Yeah, you heard boom, 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 crash.
Or an insight?
No, actually, because of the circumstances of how the room has been more or less soundproofed, you hear the thudding because he was running, and you hear the crash from the window upstairs, but it's kind of indistinct on where it comes from. It just come from above you.
Dagnabbit, who put all that peanut butter all over the place? Tarnations.
What is Fleegan doing with that noise?
He's going to go upstairs through the ladder because that's where the whistle came from.
All right. So Fleegan heads upstairs. Let me go grab him. So you come upstairs to see Theros laid out on the ground, and there's blood streaming out of his mouth. Kenna's standing there seeing, or standing there staring at the smashed window. There's a very large hole where the window used to be. That's going on. And then Kenna, I'll give you the opportunity to respond now that he's gone and crashed through the window.
Yeah, I drop the healing potion on Theros' chest and say, Fleegan, help him. And I move towards the window, and I'm going to try to cast Flame Bolt at him. Firebolt at him if I can see him.
So what you see as you stand at the window is you see him actually jumping off the. There's kind of a part of the house that comes down over by the kitchen, and you see him actually jumping off the side of the house at that point down onto the ground over by where the hog yard is, and he's running off now towards the forest. I'll go ahead and give you a shot with your firebolt there. Right, that's actually going to hit him.
8 fire.
8 fire. All right. It hits him. He kind of snarls and looks back at you as he's running and kind of gives you a growl and says, "I find Odell, you die." And,
Coward!
And he runs off into the forest and disappears into the trees.
Son of a... Ooh.
I'm not. Wilbur.
So, okay, so Fleegan, you're going to give Theros the healing potion?
Yes, as I give it to him, I'm going to say, "Geez, Theros, what? You didn't notice she changed her hair color or something? What happened?"
Okay, so I'll give you guys the choice. Fleegan can roll the 2d4 plus 2, or Theros can roll the 2d4 plus 2. Your choice, but one of you gets to roll it.
I'll let you do it, Mark.
Oh, Theros, man, you have luck though in healing, right?
I do have luck. I'll do it.
All right, so 5 hit points returned to there, Theros.
Why'd you listen to me?
Plus 2, so 7, right?
Plus 2,
7, yeah,
so 7, yeah. 7.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, he's best of both worlds right there.
Right there.
You got the curse from my session from boasting earlier, and then you got the, of course, yourself, 4.
All right.
Well, I turn to the two of them. I'm like, well, I think he's gone to get Odell, whoever that is, so I think we're going to need to prepare for a battle.
I say we set the place on fire and get back to our camp to help them out. Of course, have we found our stuff yet?
We need to find our stuff first.
No, we haven't found it yet. Let's turn this room over and then check those last 2 rooms in the house, the basement, and then the cell.
I'm just going to
check the
copy
roof
this
too
into here so that you guys have that available to you. But you guys dig around in the attic. You don't find your stuff. That's what you find in the attic, which we've already pretty much talked about. Okay. So Theros has 7 hit points, so I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back to the farm. And Theros has 7 hit points. Okay. All right. Show. Everybody off of there. Okay. Okay. So you guys are gonna presumably search the house here, right, for your stuff?
Yep.
Okay. So the box. So Groar found a locked box.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing with the locked box there, Groar?
If you only had somebody who could unlock locks.
Yeah, if only. Fleegan, stop teasing him.
Come on, Theros, pick the lock.
Graxel.
It's
a simple
Mute. You're on
solution.
mute.
Locks are expensive.
I'll ask Billy to open the lock with his horn. Probably a lot more likely successful.
Is that really what you do? You ask Billy to open the lock with his horn?
No, I just keep looking for more stuff, and I lifted the chest out of the floor, though, at least, and took it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And then I kept looking in the rest of that room in the closet across the hall.
Yeah. Okay, so in the, let's see, the closet across the hall is that room.
I could yell for Kimber to come unlock the chest, I guess. He's downstairs.
Give me a perception check in that closet as you dig around in the closet. Okay. You don't find
Can I
anything.
use inspiration to get that to advantage?
Yes. Yes, you can. Okay, so you
I'll
used your
just use the
inspiration on that
inspiration
one.
you gave me.
Yeah. Okay. So on that,
You can't have 2 inspiration, right?
No.
Because I had one already.
Yeah,
You
you can
can't
only
have
have
two.
one at a time.
This one, okay.
Yep.
Now it's like
it's burned.
thought so, but
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay. So yeah, you find a niche in the back of the closet hidden behind some scratchy blankets. Most of what you find in the closet is just kind of scratchy blankets and some ragged clothes and things like that. But you find a niche back there, and it actually contains the butcher's good silver. Mismatched collection of silver is badly tarnished, but if polished, it's worth a good amount of money. And you find a tea set, and you find a letter on Joan herself. So I am going to link in the chat what you find in the niche, so you have the value of the stuff, and you have that nice big bag to carry now to put stuff in, which is good. And then you find a letter. So what does the letter say? Well, let's read you the letter. Aunt Joan, our plans continue to fall into line at a pleasantly rapid pace. Rest assured, I am mangling everyone's shares of the profit. Mangling? Managing? Sorry, I'll read this. Maybe we needs to change the name, the voice here a little bit now that I think about it here. So he says, Aunt Joan, our plans continue to fall into line as a pleasantly rapid pace. Rest assured, I am managing everyone's shares of the profit, and we are becoming exceptionally wealthy with my investments. Yes, we are. Hez has been asking for the payout of his share again. He's stirring up the others to ask for theirs too. Please assure them that they will have more coin than they can ever spend if they leave it with me for just a few more years, rather than pissing it away on dice and strumpets now. And don't be afraid to beat his sour hide if your sweet talk fails to, convince him. I will always be away for several weeks, but making some arrangements at the town by the King's Highway in Granthorpe. But by the time I return, the renovations to my town home overlooking the square should be completed. I should like it if you came for a visit and warmed my bed a few nights. Devotedly yours.
-0?
Well, we're definitely taking that to -0. Yeah, he's O negative. He's O negative.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take that.
It could be Odell.
It could be Odell.
It could be Odell.
Yep.
Anybody else concerned about how well this is spelled and makes sense compared to the people we've seen in the building?
That's because
that's
he's
why
been
he went
taking
away and
advantage
became
of them.
wealthy.
I have to point it out if you haven't noticed it yet, because it's just too dang creepy and it's a good part of the story. But you notice he's asking Aunt Joan to come share his bed with him.
Yes. Yes. Caught that, ignored it.
Yeah. All right. There's that. Okay, so you guys search that bedroom. And in that bedroom, the room's fairly large, feels cramped by the 4 sets of rickety bunk beds crammed within. I'm going to show you a picture of the room here.
Okay.
There's a picture of the room. There's a bunk bed on each wall and a squarish, crooked window with frosted glass on the northern wall. Rectangular chests sit at the end of each of the beds, and a hook has been hammered into the wall beside the door. A small silver key hangs from it, and several sconces around the room hold burning candles, providing a reasonable amount of light. So you guys search the room. You search the chests, you search the room, you search the all
Take
of that, and this is what you find here. We're gonna show this to you. We're gonna show this to you. We're gonna show this to you. And within the chests, you find those things. You find some unwashed, rather ripe shirts, pants, and undergarments, as well as 3 big brass buttons, a pocket knife, a mouth harp, a wood harmonica, 6 cigars in a small wood box, 2 tinder boxes, 5 wolf teeth, a deck of perilous fortuity, a rabbit's foot, a pouch of chewing tobacco, and some money. So I will just go ahead and link all of that stuff.
Don't forget to check the mattresses.
Them spectacles are pretty cool.
So the deck of perilous fortuity. Who wants that?
Casey, can I ask you a question on one item that we passed already from, I think, the attic?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hang on, let me look there again real quick. So in the attic one, there's a tea set of antique silver that doesn't have a price next to it. It's like right after a dozen jugs of moonshine.
Yeah.
So yeah, a tea set of antique silver, an electrum hand mirror, and a hand brush. All of those together are worth about 35 golds.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So there's that.
So that's
All right.
together. Okay.
Yeah, together. Yep. Yep. All right, and I should probably say, okay, so that secret door that you found was right there.
So it goes out into the stables.
Yep. Yeah, the stables there. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. What do you guys want to do now?
Search the last bedroom.
This one.
Open up that bedroom door.
And just because I've got weapons drawn, just because of the way this place has been so far.
All right. So you actually see light spilling into the hallway from beneath this poorly fitted door. It's closed, but there is no apparent lock. So, what's the plan?
Could I get a little extra healing, or am I going in with 7? I'm fine with it.
I'll do my regular prayer and touch him to heal him. I figure it's better to have idea that you've been healed rather than going in thinking that you're still really badly injured. Even though it won't do anything whatsoever, I'm just going to give him that kind of a pill.
That works. Placebo.
You feel better now?
All right. So if you want
to... Placebo prayer.
Placebo.
All right.
You already got 3 healing potions, so.
Yep.
All right. All right, you guys ready to open the door?
Theros, if you need another one, take another healing potion before we do this.
I should be good for now.
I've already healed him. He's fine.
Rory, you want to go in first, or you want me to go in?
Send the dwarf! Send the dwarf!
That's fine. Yeah.
Kimber will step up this time. Let me try to cleanse the way of any evil that may be ahead. Of course, probably should be Fleegan, huh? But oh well.
So Kimber's going to take point then.
Yeah, let's move Billy out of there for really lining us up. He's probably somewhere in the back.
Put him back in the bedroom.
Thank you.
So he can have a running charge.
Me in the bedroom and the closet area.
All right, well, let me move him out of the way. We'll put him over here, and then we'll put him back there. Okay, there we go. All right. So you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. You scarcely open the door when a crossbow bolt whizzes towards you.
Oh no, why is Billy in the background?
I'm sure he's behind Gror.
Awesome.
Granny shooting within a small room with most of the floor space taken by an ancient four-poster bed that sags noticeably in the middle. The blankets upon it are frilly and pink in a floral pattern and are badly frayed around the edges and heavily faded, and the bed is flanked by two small side tables covered with lacy doilies. Candles burn atop both of them. A rug matching the sheets is in both pattern and wear lies on the floor, and a closet door can be seen in the southwestern wall of the room. However, what truly catches your attention is the source of the crossbow bolt. An old woman sits in a rocking chair beside the bed, struggling to reload a heavy crossbow laid across her lap. She grumbles incessantly, though you cannot make out any of what she is saying, and she wears a wrinkled gray-blue dress and a stained bonnet, and her bare, gnarled feet dangle above the floor as she continues to rock in the chair.
Take that crossbow away from her.
Yeah, let me, you know what I need to do is I need to actually show you the room here, so, there you go.
What does it mean in the end of that treasure when it says two shines? Also,
a shine is a platinum piece.
Yep, platinum.
Thought so, but I also thought it could be more moonshine at this point too. So wanted to make sure.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Shine is slang. Shine is slang for a platinum piece in our world. So, so there you go.
I'm hoping
that's
my
couple $100 right there. That's basically a shine is $100 bill. So
I'm hoping my shield caught that bolt.
Yeah. So you actually notice what she's got on her is she's got a double-barreled crossbow.
Oh yeah.
Is it sawed off by chance?
Yes, it is. And she's sitting there in a rocking chair. Oh, you don't know what you's up to. I'm gonna beat yous all down and shoot yous here. You beast. You show people with go. Yeah, and she's just kind of yelling nonsense expletives at you.
Yank that out of her hands.
Okay.
That crossbow. Give me that.
Go ahead and give me a athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, please.
Okay, give me a second. I had to reload so my character sheet didn't pop back up.
Yeah, someone's mom got some gumption.
Yoink.
Okay, so Kenna runs in there and attempts to disarm her. She actually, you grab onto it, she grabs onto it, and you go to pull it out of her hand, and you think you got a pretty good strength on it, but interestingly enough, she kind of spins it around in her hand, surprising you, and it kind of slides out of your hand, and she holds back onto it. I probably should have had you guys roll initiative, and let that be on Kenna's initiative there, but I'll let you take that as your action when it's your turn, okay?
Okay.
So, Let us grab her. Well, let me get on the right layer then. Okay, so we're gonna grab her. I can't remember how Granny sounds in the Beverly Hillbillies. It's been too long since I've seen the show.
It's been ages.
I mean, that's really who she's supposed to be, is Granny.
Might be good for us.
So.
Got it.
Should have taken some time between the last 2 sessions and watched some of that. Oh well. Okay. So Fleegan, you're up.
Of course, Fleegan's up.
Yeah, you're gonna go stab a defenseless old lady.
Well, first of all, A, she's not defenseless.
She ain't defenseless.
And 2, she is part of this whole group that has hurt my granny.
Yes.
So
3, she ain't a lady.
Pretty sure she's a man.
And, yeah.
Granny is a dude, man.
Do you have a portrait of her by chance?
She's a man, baby. Yeah.
Portrait of Granny. That is a good question. Let me look and see.
Ah.
That is a really good question.
Because she's
See,
in the
while you're
picture of the
looking,
room,
where
but
did
I
we
just
find
couldn't
this small
see it.
silver key?
That was in the bedroom.
In the big
that
bedroom.
bunk room, the one with the 4 bunk beds.
That's fine.
So it'd have to be a key that anybody would need access to the room if they're going to put it in there with everybody
check.
else. I think it's the building outside where they're cooking something.
There's also the key that I took off of the post in the living room area right here that may be to the Shiner shed.
I think that's to the
There is not.
still area, but I think that key, the small one, would be to the chest I found.
Could be, yeah.
There is not a portrait of Granny, just what you see from the picture of the room.
All right.
bummer. Does 12 hit?
Yes, a 12 does hit.
He is in such bad shape. One party can't walk and the other one can't
Take a
even
7.
stand up.
Ooh. That hurts the granny. Oh, she doesn't die though. Kimber.
Go, Kimber.
Republicans claim that the
Go, Kimber. Go, Kimber. Go.
Fleegan not taking offhand attack?
No, I think we all need a chance.
I'll get a shot at her.
Shot at her, yeah.
I move in and I target the crossbow.
Okay. Okay, your mace hits the crossbow and smashes it, and it snaps in half, which really sucks because that's a really cool item. Double-barreled crossbow.
Yeah. I thought you were joking about that.
I'm not joking. There you go, right there. But he broke it.
Man.
Smashed it.
Oh,
Worth 90 gold, too.
was. Not anymore.
Oh, come on! Granny's life is priceless, though.
No, it's not. It's worth dirt.
So Granny looks at the smashed pieces of her prized double-barrel crossbow, and she just stares at you with the most wicked look on her face.
I see.
As
Sorry, Granny, there's too much violence been going on here with you and your folks, and you just need to just sit there and be quiet.
well,
Does
she's
she
gonna
whip
sit
out a
there and
second one?
No, she's gonna sit there and be quiet the rest of her life because she has a heart attack and dies right in front of you.
Oh, man. Okay.
So you killed her, Kimber. Sorry.
Well, see, hey, medic.
Toss the room. Let's get this closet open, and then let's check the basement. Get out
She
of
was
here.
she was pretty old and frail, and yeah, you smashed her prized possession, and well, you killed the rest of her kin. So what are you gonna do?
I think everybody else needs to make a saving throw too after they looked at the stats on that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I love that item. I really do. That's one of my favorites.
I would have loved that item too.
Yeah.
I couldn't have used it.
That
Does
would have been
anybody
cool
have
to
a
get 2 shots off,
restoration?
though.
I do not have mend.
I do.
All right.
Remember that.
So to kind of speed things along here, I assume you guys are going to search the room, loot the body.
Yep, and the
Yep.
closet that Quimber is standing next to.
I'm still
Alright.
trying to resuscitate Granny. Oh man. Sometimes it doesn't pay to know CPR.
We have a goat and a pony. We don't need a granny.
Yeah,
And we-
Kimber's trying to do CPR on Granny. Really?
What do you mean, really?
Yeah,
what were you going to do? Let her
seriously,
live
she's
there
a
until she
cannibal.
died all by herself too? I mean,
She's a
Please tell-
cannibal.
Please tell me you're understanding that rescue breaths really don't do anything, and so you're just going to do chest compressions.
I don't have much choice.
especially because of her mustache.
Which there is one. It's kind of it tickles. Let's see here. There was a special item that she had on her. I linked that stuff. That was hunting bolts, and I'm going to show those to you.
Can I use mending? It does say it will fix a break.
Yeah, you can use mending on the crossbow.
Ooh.
Sweet. I can't use a crossbow, but sweet.
Oh, you
So
guys
it's
get
no
it,
longer
you.
broken?
Is
It's no
Grover
longer
the only
broken.
one who can use it?
I think.
So I
Glory's
guess
the
my
only one who
question
can
is
use
are
it.
you going to use mending on the crossbow, or are you going to try and do chest compressions and rescue breathing on Granny here?
Save the crossbow.
Yes, the crossbow is worth more. She's a cannibal.
Yes.
Is
Almost
there,
worth as
is
much
there
as
a
a goat.
time limit on the
Pretty close.
crossbow mending? Can I try to save her first?
Well, do you want to use rescue breast with her wooden false teeth tickling your tongue?
And you forgot the mustache.
Yeah. Well, the mustache was tickling her nose, while the wooden false teeth would tickle his tongue.
I'll take the teeth out, okay?
Quimber.
And her soul patch.
Quimber. She's a cannibal.
All right, so she's dead as I sit there, and all these thoughts are going through my head. See, you guys didn't come up with
Not
any of
impure
this.
thoughts.
This
Please
was
don't say you're having impure thoughts right now.
this was Kimber's thoughts, is what everything you guys are saying. That's why I'm just sitting there.
Yep.
He's dag nasty evil. Everybody can see it. Why can't you?
Exactly.
All right. So that's what you found when you looted the body, was all of those things, and then I linked the hunting bolts special item to you as well. So,
Sweet.
yes, we're at the part of the adventure where you find lots of loot. Exciting. Yay.
It's in here.
I think I realized after I find the what is it, the brass ear horn, that asking her to surrender was probably pretty pointless because she didn't hear a word I had to say.
No, probably not. All right. So you guys search the room. What is in the room here?
What's in the closet? That's what I want to know.
A bunch of old musty mothballs and granny dresses.
Okay, leaving those.
Are we sure Kenna doesn't want those though?
The mothballs? No, thanks.
Give me
Appreciate
a
it.
perception check, somebody. One of you.
It's for magic, you know.
Somebody decide who wants to roll a perception check and roll it. Just one.
I got it. Well, never
Oh,
mind.
there you go.
You got it.
Kimber got it.
Yep.
Kimber got it.
First come, first serve.
You guys are doing a pretty good job searching the room, and you actually find another secret door right there. There are very few things worth anything in the room The only thing that you find that might be worth value is a silver plate painted with a pastoral scene of a farmstead beside a stream. That's worth about 30 gold. So there you go.
Nice. Okay,
Found
this
an
haversack is going to come in really handy. It'll hold, the main pouch will hold like 80 pounds worth of stuff and only weigh 5 pounds. So shove it in.
You find a lot of Granny's excellent needlework, including 6 knit caps, 8 pairs of gloves, and a dozen pairs of socks, all in a variety of colors and patterns, and which are stretchy enough to fit nearly every character if you want to keep them. Many do, however, have the Butcher family crest on them somewhere, if you really want that.
Yeah, no.
She also has a staggering number of porcelain figures of pigs displayed everywhere around the room, though they aren't of any substantial monetary value. Granny also has a set of wooden teeth, which you found, a corncob pipe with some unnamed but quite fine pipeweed, and a bottle of perfume that smells of lavender. So, kind of the things you would find in Granny's bedroom.
Okay.
Fleegan's gonna go and start knocking the pigs off the shelves.
Smash.
Hey, there
Smash.
might be some hidden one.
Smash. Smash. Smash.
So are the socks
when
big
you-
enough to put over the dead people's heads?
They're stretchy enough to be able. Yeah, they're stretchy enough to be able to put over the dead people's heads. if
I
you
say
want
we cover all their heads
When
with
Fleegan's
socks.
done breaking pigs, he try to open that chest and possibly try the silver key in it.
to. Okay. You try the silver key in the lock, and that doesn't work. And as you're doing that, it's as if you're trying to pick the lock and failing, and it actually triggers a trap.
Oh, jeez.
So that is this room, right?
I think I asked Fleegan to do that.
Yeah. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, a little needle trap pops out and sticks you in the hand as you're trying to use the key in the lock that doesn't work. You take 1 piercing damage, Gror, and 9 poison damage.
Asking Fleegan to try it?
You give me a Constitution saving throw. Maybe you won't take as much damage. Let's see.
I think I have a dwarven bonus against it too, because it's
Against poison, yeah, you get
Yeah.
a +2, I think, or have advantage, one of the two.
I think he has advantage.
Yeah.
I don't understand if I asked, and it doesn't matter either way, but if I was asking Fleegan to check it with the key, how am I getting poisoned by it?
Oh, I thought you said you were going to use the key on it.
No, he asked Fleegan to do it.
Oh, okay. Fleegan, were you going to do it? Yes, you
Oh.
were. Okay. Fleegan, you you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Never trust dwarves.
He just passed it off to you. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you take 1 point of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
I would like to burn a gooey reward about advantage on saving throws.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, you burn that
Hey.
reward, so let me take that away from you. And with your nat 20, you don't take any poison damage because you fully resist it. You just take 1 point of piercing damage.
Much better.
And let me go find.
And I
that
really
reward.
consider Gror way ahead now in the jokes at this point, okay? So
Oh, you all are victims of jokes, are
at
you
least
not?
like 3 or 4 free shots at this point, Fleegan. It's
Yeah,
totally fair.
Yeah.
Advantage on a saving throw. So I need to take that away from Fleegan. There we go. Okay, done.
Yeah.
All right, we're good there. Okay, so now,
I guess we're gonna check the
right.
basement in from the kitchen,
Uh,
and then check the shed.
yeah, I wanted.
I want to
I
actually
wanted-
open the chest first. Too.
Yep, right.
Just a second. I wanted to show you
Can he poison
This.
himself twice? I'm wondering.
when you went down into the hole after the pieces of filthy Floyd.
Ugh.
You actually saw a rough tunnel was dug in that area. The uneven dirt walls have scraggly roots sticking out along the entire length, and the passage is only about 4.5 feet tall, requiring most of you to stoop to pass through. The air is moist and cool, and virtually no light escapes through the cracks of the trapdoor to illuminate the dark corridor there. You can see that the butchers have stored a number of broken pots, old burlap sacks, rusty meat hooks, and other extraneous items of little value down here, and in small alcoves dug into the earthen wall. And the tunnel travels off towards the northwest into darkness.
The northwest, not towards the toilet? That surprises me.
Probably branches to it.
We'll have to check that out after we're done with the rest of the place.
It loops all the way back around.
Could go to the still.
Okay. So you do that. Okay, and then you guys are going to go check the stairs that go down from the kitchen. And
yep.
Did we fully investigate the kitchen?
You guys did check around in the kitchen.
Yeah, we looked around.
So I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like when you go down into the larder. The stairs groan as you descend into the larder. It is a little more than a dark hole dug into the earth, and so the butchers have hammered several wooden shelves directly into the dirt wall. There are jars, jugs, sacks, and other assorted containers for preserved food that line the shelves or sit in piles on the floor. A few bundles of herbs and strips of meat hang from the ceiling to dry.
Yeah. Quick cursory dig through. If there's none of our stuff or anything of value, then leave it.
Yep, nothing of value.
These hillbillies.
I can show you a picture.
Yeah. They were high con.
Yeah, that's basically the kitchen there. So
okay.
Nothing other than, basically cooking implements and things like that. And it looks like they were using it to prep their food. So long story short, you guys have not found your belongings in the house.
To the shine shed.
What about in that chest if Fleegan out opens it?
Yeah, if he can open it.
Okay, Fleegan, I need you to...
Pick that lock. Pick that lock.
I need you to try and pick the lock. So I need you to give me a sleight of hand check. Yeah, you picked. Okay. Inside the chest. Quite a bit of money.
We need that healing potion too.
Yeah, that gives us 4 again. Oh, 5 because we have the one that the lady at the tavern gave us.
We only found 3 in this house, right?
We found 4, used 1, then found a 5th one, so that's 4. And then we have the one that they gave us that we haven't used yet because Filthy McFiltherson had 2 on him and the brat had 2 on him. So that was 4 between them.
I have a question. That all that food we found that was preserved down there, was that actually well taken care of compared to some of the other dirty places?
Pretty well taken care of, yeah.
That's quite a bit of supplies that could do our troops some good. If we can get it back on a wagon or something.
I don't trust
it. It might be human meat.
There's a wagon over there, but I don't see any horses, so there would be no way for us to... I'm not pulling that thing.
It makes your teeth and hair fall out.
Yeah, not to mention...
got a Theros.
We ain't taking any of the meat. I don't know what that is.
Well, you do have a bag that can hold a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but it can only hold a limited amount, so...
Have you checked the bag to see if anything's in it?
Yeah, there was one copper piece in the 3 little pouches on the outside each. So three cops.
You sure there's nothing else in it?
Yes.
All right.
All right. So what else are you guys doing?
Well, I guess it's on to the Shiner shed because that's the only place we haven't checked for our stuff.
And on top of the roof,
tunnel.
those people were on top of the roof over and over again too.
Yeah, I would doubt they hit it on the roof, but
yeah,
more likely it's in the Shiner shed, if anything. And we have 2 keys. We can try both of them. I think it's the one that I grabbed off the post in the living room, though.
Over to the shed then. So that's what the shed looks like there.
Yep. We're going over to the sugar shack.
So we'll put Billy over there. Who are we missing? We're missing Kimber and Gror.
Yep. And there's a padlock on it from the outside, correct?
Big old padlock, yep.
Good, good. More than likely, unless there's some kind of something they want to keep in, then there's not anything we have to worry about attacking us in here, I hope, knock on wood.
So
we go in. I'm going to go ahead and down one of those healing potions.
Okay, that leaves us with 4 left.
2d4 plus 2 gives you 5. Okay. All right. So you guys approach the shed. I've already described what the shed looks like. There's a big iron-bound door on the front with a padlock on it. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to try the key that we got off of the post in the living room.
Okay. All right. It fits nicely in the padlock, and click unlocks the padlock.
Beautiful.
And opens up, and the chain opens up, and it looks like you can open the shed door if you want to.
I'm going to put the padlock into one of the small pouches in the haversack with the key,
Okay.
and then are we ready, everyone? Shall I open it?
Yeah, let me get on the other side over here.
Yeah, it's just going to be Grandpa. Don't worry. It's okay.
And his quad-barreled shotgun. Crossbow.
Crossbow, yeah.
All right, then I'm going to throw open the door and see what's inside.
Okay. All right. Well, you open up the big pad or the big shed door, and let's see here. Is it already revealed?
Yeah, it's already revealed.
You already see the shed.
Inside,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and gather you guys all up here.
Oh my God. Are those skulls tied to the cross beams? Oh.
No, those are pigs.
Oh, okay. That makes me feel a little better.
Hang on a second. I need to get you guys somewhere away from all of the items that are messing up me trying to collect all of your tokens. So there we go. Okay,
Yay.
so we're going to move you to the shed. And put you right. Here's over. Come on. There you go. Come over here. There we go. Okay, so now you should be at the shed.
Okay.
The she shed.
If we're...
Okay. So,
Ooh, it's blurry.
and then I'm going to
It'll sharpen in a moment.
show you this. Show to everyone. Okay. So,
Oh, there's a human. Oh, there's 2 humans hanging there. Oh.
the interior of the shed is a singular large room dominated by a big copper still that sits against the eastern wall opposite the door over here. The glow of the fire beneath it joins the light of several lanterns that hang from sturdy wooden pillars along the center of the room. They provide dim yet adequate lighting throughout the windowless, stone-walled shed. Numerous large storage barrels sit beside the still, and corroded metal tubes extend from it into the bungholes of 4 of them. A small table sits beside it with a number of items carefully laid out upon it, including several that look familiar to you. A long table against the southern wall holds dozens of ceramic jugs with even more stashed beneath. 2 of the barrels sit at the end of the table, where they can be drained into the jugs for easier distribution and consumption. Beside the table near the entrance is a trap door in the floor. All along the western and northern walls are rows of large, filthy metal meat hooks, many of which hold hog carcasses. The table in the northeast of the shed is covered in blood and an array of sharp tools for butchering meat. The floor is dirt with a layer of molding hay strewn about to catch the worst of the bloody mess. At first you don't see anyone in here, but a muffled groan draws your attention to the northern wall, and to your horror you see 2 of the carcasses are not hogs, but men, stripped naked, beaten bloody, and hung by fetters on their knees. One of them does not stir and is so covered in lacerations he must surely be dead. However, the other periodically twitches in pain. What do you do?
Let's get him down.
I rush over
Let's
there
get both
too.
of them down. Yeah.
So somebody's got to watch that trapdoor. I'll go get him down.
I'm pretty sure that goes to the tunnel.
That's
but-
fine. We
Yeah,
need to
but-
make sure it's covered.
Yep.
I'll watch it.
So, go ahead.
Put some
and
weight
position
on top of it
yourselves.
and stand on it too.
I
Did you say our
assume-
items might be on a table?
They sure look familiar to you.
Those are probably what we came for. That's our stuff.
Okay, good.
I will. And is it this table here that it's on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go over here and start loading our stuff into the haversack.
I like that idea. I'm going to stand on the trapdoor.
Gror, where are you going to be?
Been standing on the trapdoor with Fleegan.
Go ahead and move yourself to that point. Billy's going to hang out by the door here. So Gror's going to stand on the trapdoor with Fleegan. Go ahead and move yourself there.
I say we take about 2 of those jugs per room, throw them to each corner, and then it'll help burn the place faster.
And then soak it.
Okay.
Or we could just put all the jugs by the still and light alcohol on the way over to it and just use it to blow up and light the whole room on fire too. I mean,
So as you guys move
You
to your locations, and as you're moving to assist the groaning man, the still itself lets out a deafening whistle. Whee! And the pipes start to shudder from overpressurization.
Oh shit!
But then, to your bewilderment,
What?
the mass of metal and pipes begin to move, uprooting from the floor to stand in a vaguely humanoid shape, with pipes for limbs, barrels for feet, and balled fists made from pipe. With another ear-splitting whistle, it begins to lurch towards you. The mechanical creature is flanked by a screaming, wild-looking woman with meat hooks on her arms, who jumps out of hiding from behind the animated still. And let me show you a picture of the girl here. And let's roll us some initiative here, folks.
Casey, I hate you.
Theros, I didn't heal you. Or was it Gror? Who was asking for that healing and that was just a placebo?
That was
me. That was me. But I downed another healing potion.
My honesty
Yeah.
comes
Didn't help a
out.
lot, but now we've got a metal golem.
It's a still golem.
Still,
I'm sure.
Still,
Yeah.
still golem.
Don't you guys just love what they've done with these monsters?
No.
You
At a
hate
20.
me. No, you hate me.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think that's pretty fun.
It's
Fighting
amazing.
animated
Who would have
stuff.
thought hillbillies would have a golem?
Yeah, it's amazingly fun. I still hate him for it.
Don't hate me, hate Alphinius.
Well, yes.
It's his fault. I threw him under the bus.
I think we're fixing for a licking here, guys.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This could be
all right.
bad.
Okay, so
Somebody try to
Ooh,
win
I
her
forgot
over, smooth talk.
I forgot to delete your guys' other tokens here. So let me. So Theros. What did Theros have? Not the 4. Kenna did not have the 6.
Nope, I rolled 10 higher than that.
Yeah, Granny's gone.
Hey, things are looking up. 10 up.
Kimber, did you roll initiative?
I do not see an initiative.
I'm sorry,
for
I
Kimber.
was trying to write a poem in my head to smooth talk her with or something.
Well, roll for initiative while you think of it. Yep, he's distracted.
It's her blue eyes.
Yeah, look at that.
Such beautiful blue eyes, like the sky.
Okay, so Gror, you're well familiar with stills, but never seen anything like this before. What do you do?
I'm going to shoot the woman.
Go for the eyes, boo.
I was gonna say you're gonna take the still home because, it could walk along, the caravan and still be making beer.
Well, you got to take the first one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely take the first one. So I think that is going to hit.
I would hope so.
So she takes an arrow to the face, or not to the face, to the arm. Okay. I hope you guys are okay in going a little bit later tonight. I wanted to get this fight in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we're at 10:45 and we're starting a fight, so we'll be done after the fight. Okay.
Cool.
So thank you guys. Figured we wanted to kind of enjoy the intensity of it all. All right. Anything else, Gore?
That'll do it for now.
Okay. All right. Fleegan, you're up.
I think this calls for some Fleegan power! I'm going to use my wand against the golem, or the still moving golem.
I'm real close to it. Don't make it explode just yet.
And if I remember correctly, I think that does 3 arrows, right?
It does 3 magic missiles.
3 magic missiles for the first one, yeah.
So that's 12.
12 points of force damage.
Very nice.
Okay, just checking stats here. So 12 points of force damage to the still. Okay. So they hit the copper body, bang, 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 and put big old dents in them, and it kind of stumbles around a little bit. All right. Anything else?
No, that's my movement, or my turn.
Theros?
Well, let's see what I do here. Okay, not getting close to the big thing that could go boomo. I will take out a javelin and stab her.
Throw a javelin across the room at
Laya.
the screaming banshee chick. Freaky looking screaming banshee chick.
Exactly how we were taught how to fight. Immediately hit the girl.
Hey!
Well, out of any that you fought, she looks the most foreboding. Right. 9 piercing damage on her. Okay. All right.
Can Gror still take a move
Yeah.
after that right now?
Yeah, you can move on your turn. I'll go ahead and let you do it. You just have to remember you're supposed to do it on your turn, but I'll let you go ahead and move.
Okay. I understand. I just remember that you're probably going to make Billy run on this wood floor, so I'm going to back up and grab onto him.
Okay.
And leave Fleegan on the door, if that's okay.
Okay.
Or back up and at least stand in his way.
Okay. Just a second. Okay. All right. So, Kenna, you're up.
All right. Move to there. And short bow the girl. I'm going to use one of my striking arrows.
Okay, that's gonna hit. You guys are rolling well. Ooh,
10,
wow.
10 piercing.
Boom, boom, boom. Hitting her hard.
And that is my action.
Okay. All right. Well, it's it's still time.
Still time for what?
For some hammering.
I suppose we need to hammer it enough that we can see what precipitates out.
Okay. So it is going to move across the room to here. Yeah, it's going to move across the room to there. Yeah, kind of lumbering as it goes, and you notice that it doesn't look like it can move very fast because that's as far as it moves at that point, and kind of swings its arms around and kind of makes a squealing noise as it's moving, and as steam kind of erupts from it in various locations as it's moving out towards you all. So I think...
I just realized I have not been using my Pirouette of Blades ability, and need to start doing that.
That is all that it can do this turn. So it is Lila's turn, and she is going to... what is she... she is going to... Yep, she's gonna move right here. She grabs a moonshine jug as she's moving that direction. She has a torch in one hand and the moonshine in the other hand. She takes a swig of the moonshine as she's riding up to that point, and she fills up her cheeks full of moonshine. And then she, where are those? There they are.
Basically a version of Burning Hands.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
She is going to, she's going to spit fire. Basically that direction. And I need Theros and Kember to make a dexterity saving throw, please. As she spits all of the moonshine into her torch and, sprays fire all over the place. So Theros makes the saving throw, but Kember does not make the saving throw. So
I'm still pondering something poetic to say to her.
All right. So
that's one hot tamale.
That is one hot tamale, is it not? So it looks like Kember, you take 6 fire damage, and Theros, you take 3 fire damage. That erupts. All right, and I guess she's it. So, Kember, it's your turn.
So Gene Simmons would be pretty dangerous in this game, is what we right?
Oh, beautiful girl with copper head and golden headdress, how your wicked bones look so wicked. Free yourself from the evils your family has wrought you with, and join us and leave on the grand adventure of the Haunted. All I ask is you set yourself free and bring your construct to peace and serve some drinks to your future with us. Beautiful girl, accept the truth of my words and lift your fears from yourself. In doing so, you will prove to ourselves by escorting you from your cage. Sorry, I messed up the end of that.
Okay, so you're just trying to implore her?
Yeah, I move up and get in her face and express to her that all her kin are dead and she is free to live her life. She does not need to be caged here, brewing their foul potions. And
As a cleric yourself, you recognize as you're doing this that there's some sort of evil aura about her, and you recognize that she is your counterpart, in a sense, on the opposite side. So she is a cleric of a unholy god.
Shoot, I was going to use my fate point here. You just... I don't think my fate point would overpass that and give her a big ol' hug.
No, I don't think so, buddy.
I know it was a great speech and all. It was a great speech and all, but I don't think anything that you would do would actually sway her, considering her persuasion.
So I move up with my shield and my mace lowered to give her a big ol' hug and almost drop my weapons and bring her into our fold. And then I notice what you just told me, so I smash her with my mace. And instead I use my adrenaline for 2 attacks.
Darn, I could have made you burn your fate point. Oh well. That's
Hey, I'm burning my adrenaline rush.
You're very persuasive, but the fact that she burned off your eyebrows just kind of lost all its power.
Killed it for you.
So take a swing. Oh, that hits, yes.
Both of them hit.
Well, he said he's using his adrenaline rush so he gets a second one.
Okay.
So he rolled both.
That's my other gooey reward that's been sitting in my inventory.
Okay, wow. So he used adrenaline rush, so you crackety crack.
So I tried to win her over, and then you told me that I just had to smash her.
Check that.
Oh, sweet woman, you're wonderful. Come free.
That's the regular one.
So the regular one. So did you roll on the weapon crit for the?
Weapon crit. You begin to recognize patterns in your front. You gain +2 armor class against your target and advantage on saving throws. Coming from her, well, it's interesting that actually happened because when you run up to give her a hug and you realize that she's just dag nasty evil, you whip out your mace, giving it a swing straight up, and you catch right underneath her jaw, basically driving her jawbone and her teeth right up into her skull and snapping her neck back and killing her instantly.
Wow.
Boom.
So.
Man,
Boom,
I
crack,
felt
she's
so
dead.
horrible doing that, but I ran up and saw the truth.
Saw the truth.
And now we have a still.
So he made this great speech where he swings the mace and knocks her head back, and she crumples to the floor in this arcing flying motion through the air. So Gror, it's your turn.
You're muted.
Buddy. Now you're muted. Now you're not muted.
I shouldn't be now. I'm gonna tell Billy not to move. And then, is there any kind of brewer knowledge that might help with this being a still?
Like where its weak points are, Can we get some leverage on it?
No, how it works. Anything?
That is a good question, and I kind of like that idea in a sense of it just kind of fits your character and your history and everything like that. So I'll say I'll give you a +1 attack against it.
What's its motivations? What's its love?
What's its
hate,
dream?
Does it like long walks on the beach?
You'd probably do more damage to it if you cut it at certain joints and stuff like that. So I'll give you a +1 attack on it.
Okay. Alright, I will shoot it then, I guess, from here instead. I was gonna sacrifice my whole turn just to help you guys too, but if it's only for me.
Okay. Does that hit it? It actually hits, but it doesn't do any damage to it. It just kind of bounces off the hardness of the copper itself. So
I'll back up again in front of Billy.
okay. All right, Fleegan, then you're up.
So I just reread that wand. It does fire damage instead of force damage. Does that affect my last turn?
It didn't change it, no. But yeah, so fire damage, that's fine.
All right, wand it again.
Okay. Pew pew. So, was that 11?
Yep, one less than last time.
Oh,
Yep.
11
11
damage.
fire.
Hits it 3 more times. It kind of staggers around a little bit as you put some pretty big dents in it, and you start to see it cracks a little bit in some of those areas, and steam starts to pour out of those cracks. So, all right, Theros, you're up.
Well, it's upon us, so I will take out Graxel and step up next to Quimber. And Graxel, let's see if we can go kablamo.
So connects with it with a big loud ring. Ooh, for 16
Max
slashing
damage.
Nice.
So yeah, big ol' and it puts a big old gash dent in the side of it where steam starts to kind of pour out of the side, and you almost knock the thing over. You hit it so hard. All right, Kenna, you're up.
Okay, so just to make sure that I'm doing this correctly now, I'm going to activate my Pirouette of Blades, which I can use. Oops, helps if I actually go there. Okay, all of my melee attacks, and then can disengage without it getting an attack of opportunity and use the remainder of my movement. So, first attack. That's going to be a 16 with the +1.
Is going to hit.
Okay. For 7 piercing.
Damage. Okay, and then what?
And then that's going to be a 13 with my offhand.
That 13 is going to miss.
Okay. And then I will use my last 10 feet of movement to go there.
Okay. So you run over there, you jump over the table, you spin around, and you smash him with your short sword.
Yep. And then
which
carry it away.
It knocks it forward, and then you spin, missing as it's tilting forward towards Theros, teetering somewhat precariously. And then as you're spinning away, the animated still comes crashing to the floor of the shed, falling to pieces in a pile of bent pipes, splintering barrels, and dented sheets of copper. Boiling liquor gushes out, and great banks of steam rapidly begin to fill the room as it shatters on the ground there at Theros' feet.
Yay!
Good job, Theros!
It's Kenna that did the final blow.
Yeah. But I wouldn't have been able to kill it without that hit you made.
So yeah, it's just steam and more steam and more steam just kind of starts filling the room, and the room starts to get real foggy and humid, and it smells horribly of liquor. What do you guys do?
Get that guy down.
You guys get the guy. I stuff all of our stuff into the haversack, and we get the hell out of here.
Kimber sort of stands there for a sec.
Go ahead and move yourself to where you're going to be for your one action, and then something's going to happen.
Okay.
Tears fill my eyes at the moment of what I wrought upon my foe. It was inevitable, but still Quimber cannot help himself. The hillbillies from hell they came were sent back to the void. Their dark shadows will never fill a doorway again, nor will they partake of a good pipe leaf. Their many lamentations are only slurs in the incomprehensible rhetoric. And so I'm kind of standing
Quimber,
there.
Help the men! Save them!
Yeah, that's
Stop
right.
monologuing.
They need help!
I'm sorry, I haven't seen my blue fair maiden in a long time, and she was.
Yeah, we'll find her later. Shut up.
Man has to do what he has to do on his travels, but All right, yeah. Theros, I need your help.
So, go ahead, Theros. Sorry, Kemper.
Fine.
Go ahead, Kemper. What were you saying?
I need Theros' help. He's tall. He can help me get this guy down without hurting him.
Okay. So Kemper's there. Theros is there. Kenna, you're over here.
Yes.
Okay, Fleegan, you're not going anywhere.
I'm staying there on top of the.
And Gror and Billy go outside the shed.
And I'll pull my bow and be ready in case, Hillbilly Jim comes back with his kin or whatever.
All right. So as you guys go over to start trying to cut down the guy, the steam just continues to kind of billow up and fill the room, and you realize that the binds that are tying the man are pretty strong, and you're kind of working on them a little bit longer than you expected to just kind of slash them down. You kind of have to cut through them. And rather than dispersing, the hot mist from the broken pipes begin to condense around the ruined still. And while the puddle of hot liquid rises to meet it, an amorphous pool of distillate forms and hangs in the air before flowing into a bodily shape that turns its attention to you with a hiss of steam, and it starts flying towards you. Let me show a picture of it here.
It's like a phoenix.
It's like a steam
moonshine
elemental.
phenix.
It's a steam element.
Earth and wind and fire and moonshine and
Well, there's also the quasi elementals of magma, steam. I can't remember the others.
moonshine, baseball cards. leather. I don't know.
I'm just glad it's not a gelatinous cube made out of liquor.
Oh yeah.
Product plug.
Right. Give me some initiative, friends.
Jiminy Christmas.
But I have such a good one now.
You'll get a good one again. Or not.
Okay, I'm going to start writing my little monologue for this one now.
Quimber, you are not a super villain. Quit monologuing.
We don't know that, for that is a tale still in the telling.
All right, you guys all roll your initiative.
I think so.
All right. Gror, you hear them screaming from coming inside the shed. What do you do?
Is everything clear outside still?
Everything's clear outside, yes.
No,
You're
no
screaming
signs of
coming from
anybody
inside
else,
the
right?
shed. Nope, no signs of anybody coming.
I tell Billy to stay. Very emphatically, with pointing and clarity. And I move back to here.
Stay.
And I shoot that elemental because hell else do you do to an elemental? I don't know. Maybe
What
a
do you
little
do to
distracting.
that elemental?
Who knows?
Okay.
I'm thinking flame's going to be the best thing.
Pointy
Take a shot.
things.
I'm not really sure. Try and hang on. I hid my character sheet for some reason.
All right. So you shoot your arrow, and it seems to pass right through it. And the wisps and everything of the steam that it's kind of composed of kind of swirls around it. You're unclear whether or not it actually did anything to it. Right? Anything else?
But just like the golem, we admit that I hit it, right?
Yeah, your arrow goes right through it.
Yes,
Your arrow went right through it.
That's
long
the
as we
important
admit that.
part.
I tell everybody
Whether-
to get out and that we should just light the place on fire quick. That or not, that's what Gore thinks.
Yeah, well, we need our stuff first.
And we need to get the guy
Yes.
Yeah. So Billy looks at you and kind of.
You got it in a
pauses,
bag
snorts,
already, don't you?
And scratches the ground. So, all right.
I was trying to put him in the
but Billy
bag.
follows your lead and doesn't go any farther because he likes you and listens to you. So the elemental moves over here and begins to essentially engulf both Theros and Kimber. And when they do, you you kind of feel this heavy weight of just really thick, moist, humid air just kind of fill your lungs and start to weigh you down. I need each one of you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Good enough.
Yeah, those are good rolls.
And Kimber?
Wow. Okay. Both of you resist because it seems like it's kind of spreading itself somewhat thinner to be able to stretch out and engulf the two of you, and both of you are able to resist its ability to kind of suffocate and crush you as it seems to be doing at this point. don't take any damage, actually, but you get pushed over here, and you get pushed over here from the weight and the pressure of all of it. And you find yourself being able to breathe much better as you kind of pass outside of its coalesced mist. So, Kimber, you're up.
Kind of feeling what Groar's feeling. I don't know what to do this thing.
Smite.
Yeah, give me smite. I'm gonna give it a sacred flame.
There you go.
Flame is a dexterity saving throw, right?
DC 14.
Yeah.
I just do that so I can roll the damage.
He succeeds.
Oh.
He rolled a 17. I just changed it to public, sorry. Alright. Alright, anything else? You're gonna move a little bit?
Yeah, move a little bit because I'm trying to direct it away from that guy. Hopefully it's not killing him, the guy hanging upside down.
Okay, alright, Kenna, you're up.
Can I move over there? Can I move there, or is that out of his range?
Move to just up on top of the table, just like, jump up there, and then I'm going to cast Chill Touch at him. Will a 14 hit?
I'm just going to make him more delicious.
You cast Chill Touch, and the necrotic aura that emanates from the shot that you fired, passes into it and then somewhat dissipates. Whether or not it hits, it went through it. So, what kind of damage you got?
3 necrotic.
3? Okay. Yeah, it's really hard to tell whether or not it's having any effect at this point. So, Fleegan, anything else, Kenna?
No. Unless I can scoop our stuff into the bag as a bonus action, but I don't think that would make sense.
Yeah, I'll let you start working on that.
Cool.
Okay. All right, Fleegan, what are you doing?
Has this thing engulfed the guy who's still alive?
No. It looked like it went after Kimber and Theros.
Well, alcohol burns, so let's try the wand again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Pew pew pew.
Is that it? How many charges does it have?
That is the last one.
So pew pew pew. And
that's 8 points of fire, right?
8 points of fire. 10% of
fire damage.
Putting something on fire. 10%.
Similar to the other things. I mean, it goes. The fire goes into it, and it seems to be squelched as it passes into the steam with a sizzling pop. Not really sure if it's doing anything or not to it. So, anything else? Movement?
Just there.
Okay. All right, Theros, you're up.
Is the Lyra's torch still lit?
Snuffed out. Ground.
Snuffed out. All right, we'll take Graxel to it.
Okay. You cut into the mist. Go ahead and roll damage.
Big Grax attack.
For 6. I'm back to rolling 2s.
Little Grax attack.
Right. You swing it as hard as you can, and you go, and you kind of see the mist kind of part around your attack as you swing through it, but it almost sets you off balance because you don't hit anything solid as you swing through and kind of stumble a little bit forward. But you catch yourself and you're fine at this point. So, all right. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right. You notice now, Gror, that it seems to be about maybe about 20% smaller in size than it was when you first started with it.
Do I have an idea of any of the attacks that might have shrunk it?
Give me an insight check, please. No, it's very unclear on whether or not anything you guys are doing are affecting it. It just seems to you to be getting smaller. No.
Okay. All right, I've got an idea.
Go for it.
Boot to the head.
With me some draught of a sort.
Sure. Yeah, she'd have a flask with some sort of liquor in it, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, then I will tear a bit of my cloak and begin to prepare a cocktail.
Okay.
And start trying to light that fuse in order to
just trying to kind of
toss one in there at it.
kind of try. Yeah. Okay. All right. Then yeah, I'll let you spend your action kind of preparing that and getting it lit. Okay. And do you want to move at all?
Definitely. I'll still just do it from there.
Okay.
Seems
All
fine.
right. Okay.
I'll look at Billy a little bit while I'm doing it and say stay, just in case.
Billy looks at you, he looks at the ground, and he kind of, shows you that he's understanding what you're doing. Okay. Well, it kind of drifts towards Theros a little bit, and then you notice it forms somewhat of a large appendage fist as it attempts to smash Theros with a slam attack. And does hit for 7 bludgeoning damage and 3 fire damage.
Ow!
So he takes Theros down. He actually has 2 attacks, and it swings again with its other attack, and actually misses you. It had advantage because you went down, but it missed. So you're down. So it's Kimber's turn.
So Theros is down. I want to get to Theros, but I don't want to create attack opportunity.
You're not engaged in it, so you're fine.
I want to get over by Theros. I do have a scroll I can use on him.
Yeah, you could get over by him without it. I mean, if you're afraid of an attack of opportunity, you can get by it because you're not engaged with it. It engaged with Theros. Okay.
Kneeling over that dead
Have to tap into
woman.
the scroll.
I hope she's actually out. She's not like laying there faking it, is she? And I'll pull out my scroll and read off the Cure Light Wounds for Theros.
Okay. So that scroll gets used up. And how much healing does Theros get then?
Nice. 11.
Feeling
All
much
right,
better now.
So Theros, you're prone, but you're back conscious. So Kenna, you're up.
Okay. Pirouette of Blades, pulling my swords. I'm going to jump over here, and I'm going to hit it with my Serric short sword and my Serric Wakizashi. Hopefully I hit it anyway. That would be a 13.
Short sword misses. Short sword misses.
13 misses, okay. And that's a 23.
That's going to hit.
Okay. For 6 piercing. And that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And because of pirouette of blades, it does not get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Right, so you spin.
Can I have the bag of all the stuff with her right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I don't think I've got everything, but I did that instinctively to save Theros, so.
All right, Fleegan, you're up.
Yeah, so, I guess at this point, all I can really do is throw a dagger at it. This golem that's next to me, the still golem, is it in pieces?
There's different pieces of it laying on the ground, yes.
Anything throwable?
Yeah, you could probably pick up one of its arms and throw it.
I'm hoping that there's some kind of residue magic left on this still golem that might hurt it more. So I'm going to throw an arm at it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a thrown to dagger attack as if you were throwing a dagger. Okay. That's going to go right through the middle of it. Go ahead and roll your damage plus your sneak attack. Although I'm really surprised whether sneak attack would do anything. Because is it really something that you can surprise? I don't know, but we'll see. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it goes flying right through the middle of it.
Fleegan power!
Whether or not it did anything is still unclear. Anything else, Fleegan?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, Theros. You are prone. You can use half your movement to get up if you want.
All right. Much as I don't want to, we're going to stand up and we're going to go ahead and burn my last rage.
Ooh.
And we're going to hammer this thing. I will burn my gooey reward and do advantage.
Okay, well, yeah, that
Yes.
That actually works instead. So advantage on an attack roll is
I believe
burned.
I have one of those.
Yeah,
Still.
yep. I just took it away. All right, and that hits for how much damage?
Nice.
15. And when you do that, it looks like it kind of separates and loses some cohesiveness on the area that you swept through. So at this point, you feel like you are affecting it some.
Yeah. Probably has resistance.
All right, Gore, you're up.
Did I get that thing lit?
Yeah, yep.
Don't throw it in here.
Do I need
There's
to
alcohol everywhere. We're all dead if you
check for
do.
that?
Yeah. Remember, there's straw all over the
The only
floor.
problem is I have it.
There's straw all over the floor and there's barrels of friggin' moonshine everywhere. Do not throw that
And
in here.
pigs.
Yes.
Pig fat.
Well, I'm not gonna put it in the bottle yet either because I can't exactly throw it. But what am I gonna do with it? Is the question. I'm gonna try to wrap it around an arrow and see if I can try to shoot it. And I don't know if I can do that in the same turn anyway.
Yeah, you can.
But
Yep. Because you already lit it, so you can wrap it on the arrow and shoot it.
all right, I'll give that a shot.
Okay.
Yay, fire arrows.
Okay, you shoot it, it goes into it. You kind of hear a popping, squelching sound as it puts the fire out as it goes into it. Anything else?
Roll your damage.
I won't even. I'm not going to have it roll as damage because that was a miss, and it put it out as it went into it. So.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right. Anything else, Core? Did we lose him? I think he froze. Oh, we'll go on.
Yeah, looks like it.
Billy. Billy is following Groar's instructions, so it's its turn. And the last thing it saw was Theros hit the ground, so it comes to smash Kimber. Time. Yep.
Ouch.
Kimber. So 6 bludgeoning and 1 fire damage to Kimber.
Ow!
And then it takes its other one and smashes you for another 6 bludgeoning and 3 fire damage. So it knocks Kimber out.
Damn. Yep, I'm down with negative.
Damn.
Kimber goes down.
That's okay. The cleric was out of all of his healing spells. You guys didn't need me anymore.
Yes, we did.
Kimber needs to make a death save.
Was that just con? Is that just con?
That's just death save throw.
Death saving throw. Just click on where you have your death saving throws there. It says D20 is what it is. Okay. So that's a fail. That's 1 fail. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Kenna, you're up. You notice that it's probably about half the size as it was when it started.
Okay, so we are wheedling it down. I'm gonna fire, move over here and try to draw its attention and fire bolt it.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Fire bolt's gonna hit
for 6 fire.
Okay. All right. You kind of hear the fire kind of sizzle and pop as it extinguishes the firebolt as it comes into it, but it steams off quite a bit too.
And then I'm going to yell at it hey, over here, jackass.
Okay. All right. You kind of see the form of its head move to acknowledge your shout. And Fleegan, you're up.
There's another arm! I'll throw the other arm at it!
Taking it down 1 foot at a time.
That's going to pass into it for how much damage? Okay.
We should have done what Scooby or Shag would do if they were alcoholics.
Fleegan, give me a perception check, please. And I would have succeeded if it wasn't for those meddling Hanatas. Alright. Okay. Theros, you're up.
We're slashing and bashing.
That's gonna hit.
Good.
Because
of Zerking.
Rages
All right, give me a perception check, please, Theros.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
Nat.
I see everything.
So as you take a big swing with the Graxel and you hopefully feel like you're cutting into the thing and doing something to it, you see as you pull it back out of the other side, as you slash through it, that there seems to be a lot of liquid that has condensed onto your axe as it comes back out, and it kind of runs down your arm a little bit as you're pulling it out, and it makes you wonder, and all of a sudden you look at the floor underneath it and you're noticing some big puddles of moonshine are appearing on the floor underneath it, where the steam is kind of condensed into its shape, and and the puddles seems to be growing as you guys move on through this combat.
Keep hitting it.
Right, Gror, you're up.
I'm gonna charge it and hit it with the axe.
Okay. Get right to it. Get right there. Okay. That's actually you're going to charge, but once you get up there, you take a swing, and it seems to have kind of moved enough out of the way to where you swing at nothing but air at this point. Right. Did you tell Billy to do anything before you ran?
And don't go anywhere.
It's not good. Okay. Well, it's going to. It has actually turned its attention towards Kenna, but this dwarf runs up in front of it, and so it swings around and takes a smash at Gror, which hits. So Gror, you take 9 bludgeoning damage and 7 fire damage.
Holy crud.
That's crazy.
That's like the Shiner's bear. Holy smokes.
And then it actually takes another swing at you and hits you.
Oh my god.
For another 7 bludgeoning and 7 fire damage. So with that, I think Gror goes down.
I've only had 20.
Gror down. Right. So Kimber needs to make a death saving throw.
Oh, I made it. That's awesome. Yeah, okay.
Seen it yet?
All right. I just because you didn't see it didn't mean it didn't happen.
Nice try.
Oh. Somebody's going to need help there. Kenna, you're up.
Okay. 10. Swipe, and run away. That'll be a 14.
Miss.
And an 11.
Actually, the 14 hit. Sorry.
Oh, okay. For 9 piercing.
Okay.
And that is Seric Iron. I don't know if that means anything, but and then I'll move over here, and I'm also going to try to again taunt it.
Okay.
Somebody get Quimber up and Gror. We have
All
healing
right.
potions.
Fleegan, you're up.
Maybe Billy will drag us out.
You better get Quimber.
I
'Cause
was so hoping
if I don't
to throw,
attack, I lose Berserk.
I so was going to throw a head at this thing, but now I have to run over and stabilize Quimber. We have some healing potions. I assume he has them, right?
Hey, don't worry. I can cast Revivify, bring myself back.
You're not dead, though.
So
You can do
I'll
it from
go to
the great
here
beyond.
and
Shove a
who
healing
does have
potion
the
down
med?
his
Yeah,
throat.
shove the healing potion down his throat.
So 2d4 plus 2 for Kimber. That's your action, Fleegan. So we go to Theros.
Smashy.
Constitution roll to see if I upchuck it. No.
No.
That's
Quit
going
trying to make it harder.
8 damage.
Okay. Right.
A whopping.
Yeah.
4.
Now, as you swing it through, a lot of that liquid is running down your arm, and you're seeing a puddle form underneath it, and then big gobs of steam start to condense all of a sudden and drip and splash on the floor. And as it comes back around to Gror, you need to make a Constitution, or you need to make a Death saving throw, please. As Gror makes that Death saving throw, maybe. You're muted.
Is that sheet?
On your character sheet, it is
right next to where your hit dice is, below the temporary hit points.
Yeah, just click on the thing that says death saves.
It says death saves on the very bottom of the box on the.
See, successes, 3 circles. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's a fail. So you mark off 1 failure there. In this 3 strikes and you're out. So, all right. So basically, what happens is that through the intensity of the fight, it was starting to condense and kind of disperse, and it can't hold its cohesion any longer. And at this point in the round, it breaks down and splashes to the floor and turns into a big puddle of moonshine on the ground. And combat is over.
Shouldn't that be like a healing potion to dwarves?
Not quite. It's okay. I was just about to tell it that its mother was a candle and its father was a Bud Light.
Ooh.
I think it's reforming for that one. It's one more slap on you.
Somebody pour a healing potion down Gror. I'm gonna get our stuff. And then we get that man down and out of here. We burn this place to the ground and get home.
I concur. We need to look in the trap door too to make sure we don't have something coming up out of that.
Because it's late.
That's the one that goes back to the house.
Yeah,
Probably.
because it's very late. We'll just kind of go ahead and push through some of this stuff here. You guys cut the man down. There's one that's unconscious and pretty cut up, but he's still alive. The other is dead, and it looks like he's been dead for quite some time. So you recognize that Revivify would not actually revive him. Unfortunately, he's gone, but the one is unconscious. All of your guys' belongings are on the table there that you were looking for, so you're able to recover those. And
we will
you find your stuff.
Try to bring back the dead soldier, because he has family, probably.
Yep. Yeah, we'll take them both back with us, but let's start this place on fire, get Killer, and bring him along, and head out of here.
Didn't check the basement yet.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I'm sorry, you did?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was just a pantry full of food stuffs.
Oh, that was that picture.
Did we check the trap door here?
Oh, the trap
right there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys find that you guys find that it's locked, but you actually find that one of the keys that you found inside, the other silver key thing that you found inside, actually unlocks the lock on that door. You find that it's the other end of that tunnel that leads back to the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, you guys find this. And for some reason, the picture doesn't work on that. I don't know why. You guys find this. You guys find this. And you guys find this, which some of those are the Hanata's items that you're looking for. Okay. And you find various small gems and valuables worth about 40 gold. Lila. What did you find here? Yeah, you found the copper symbol of Alphonse on Lila, and 2 large meat hooks, which are her short sword. That shouldn't have anything else. So yeah, that's what you guys find in the shed there. You guys are able to wake up the unconscious guy. He is Jonas, who happens to be the nephew of Constable Rolf.
Wow.
Good.
And
Sure.
as you
Where's that
bring
one?
him around, he's very weak, somewhat. He has a really hard time talking with you all. He's thankful that you have saved him. He mentions his companion's name is I just saw that.
Hey guys, I've got to bounce, so
You gotta go.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, his companion's name is Trenk, who's dead, and anything else. Yeah, they captured them with the help of Bateman, who you guys slaughtered earlier, and he's quite upset and in shock. And they've been feeding him bad booze and some other things, and he doesn't really know anything else other than they call themselves the Shiners, and that's about it. So at this point, yeah. Yep, you guys torched the place. So you guys back out of the house, back out of the still, set everything on fire, and stand there satisfied watching it burn to the ground in recompense for all that's happened and thankful to be alive. Make sure that you subtract your 2 healing potions that you used to, well, I guess 3 total, right?
3. Yeah,
3
3 total.
So you have what,
Yeah,
one
I
left?
used 2.
2. We have 2 left.
2 left. Okay.
Yeah, we had 5. Now we have 2.
So yeah. So before you run, two Thursdays from tonight is I think the 29th. Will be when we can reconvene if anybody has any problem with that. But I would love to do that because there is a perfect portion of this adventure that goes well with Halloween. Okay.
Consider it done.
I'm not sure I like that, but yes.
Yeah.
So I think it works very, very appropriately, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, we'll pick up here in 2 weeks. Thanks you guys for playing tonight, and I want to say good night to everybody. I guess we need to finish the stream, so we say may all of your adventures be sticky. Thank you, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Thanks for sticking with it tonight.